Here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Looking for all things black and gold? Tap into LAFC Plus, hosted by Dave Denholm and Mario Ruiz.
This is LAFC Plus. He's Mario Ruiz. I'm Dave Denholm.
React to the latest match. Get ready for the upcoming game. Get exclusive interviews. Plus, a look around the rest of the MLS.
This is what LA is about. Not just being in the big games, but also winning.
New episodes of LAFC Plus drop weekly. Available everywhere you get your podcasts and on the ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
It is Travis Rogers. It is DeMarco Farr. Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Mornings 9 to noon right here on 710. And here we go. It is time for the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch. First pitch. As Craig Bergman joins the fellas to talk all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Nothing else. Nothing else. Hear first pitch every weekday morning from 9 a.m. till 9:30 as we bring you all that baseball talk you love. First thing in your day. Live from LA Live on 710 a.m. The all-new ESPN LA app. And watch it on YouTube Live at ESPN Los Angeles. The Travis and DeMarco Show and First Pitch with Craig Bergman, made possible by Arrowhead Mountain Springwater. Right now.
Yeah! Looky who's here.
Yes,
I was expecting you
Let
to
me
come
hijack.
in. Yeah.
There's only one Stetson Bennett.
Oh, sure. Thank God.
Only one.
Imagine if there were two.
There might have been.
You
yes.
going to rely on Stetson Bennett? Are you ready to rely on
No,
Stetson
but
Bennett? Okay.
tell me you're not happy about that whole story and how he performed. That was awesome.
That was great. That was great.
It was. Thank you.
He
Thank you.
played very, very well.
You're unmoved. Look at you stone-faced guy over there. Come on.
Great. I mean,
was
third-string
preseason.
quarterback was passable. Great.
He did not cry at Old Yeller.
No. By the way, the kid that had to shoot Old Yeller was named Travis. Messed me up.
Oh my God! I never put that together.
Yeah. I'm
See,
like,
there
oh
you
my
go.
wait. Does that mean that I have to shoot a dog at some point?
Then you
That
should
was
celebrate
terrible.
Stetson Bennett. You won't have to shoot the dog twice. There you go. Yes, good to see you guys.
He was fine.
Yes.
You made it. I didn't think you were going to make it.
I didn't
this
You
year.
know, I guess we went too long. I met Manti Te'o for the first time.
Oh, that's
Talked
cool.
about him.
Ask about his girlfriend?
Nope, I did not. But he gave you that look.
Are you going
to ask me a stupid question?
That's
and then,
the only thing I think of when he's down.
well, until you see him, you're shocked, and then you remember the whole story, and then you actually talk to him. He's a great dude. He's a football dude,
How long did he play in the league? Like 5-6 years?
Very long,
bro.
But he didn't play.
He played. I
Chargers in New Orleans.
and New Orleans.
Yeah.
I put my foot right in my mouth because DeMario Davis came on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope this dude does not mention the no call. Right? New Orleans, the no call. I hope he doesn't bring it up. That's going to be bad. And then Manti goes, I was on that team too.
Oh,
Right. I'm like, oh my God,
yeah,
I forgot you were there. Yeah, he got there the year before, and then he was there for that. And he had lost in the playoffs 2 times. The year before was a miracle.
How many years do you guys think he played in the league? I just looked it up.
He probably because
8.
you're asking, he probably played more. I'll say 7.
8.
8
Eight.
years.
Oh,
He
wow.
played
8.
8 years.
Yeah.
Got
And by the
some
way,
with
you
the
were at-
Chargers and with New Orleans, right?
Just so everyone knows, you were at
And the Bears at
And the
the
Bears,
end.
huh?
you were in Good Morning Football this morning.
Yes.
Just in case we didn't say that yet.
Yes,
So.
Good Morning Football. Kyle Brandt was not there. He was in New York, but he was on,
Okay.
which is a cool job.
Yeah, hey,
Right.
look.
But it was fun. Yes, it was really cool to meet those guys this morning. But yeah, that's later on. So how are we feeling, you Dodger fans?
Good.
Good?
Good. Yesterday was an ugly conclusion to a very good weekend.
Yeah. Great way to
The weekend was, generally speaking, very successful. That Friday night was a really good game. Like, if you got a chance to watch Friday night's game, you were entertained. It was well played. It was tight. You got two really good performances from Kershaw and Scherzer.
It was so fun.
It was a lot of fun, and the Dodgers played good baseball against a good team. Mookie stayed hot.
How long did Kershaw go? I didn't look at the numbers.
Five?
He went 5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They both went.
He
5.
pitched
he went
really
4.
well.
That's
like
good. Yes.
He
Okay.
just keeps pitching well. Like it's a bit of a high wire act. It's not where he's just blowing guys away, but he did a good job. And there's no qualifier. He did a good job.
You could feel that they were feeding off of each other too.
Yeah.
Scherzer and Kershaw were going back and forth. Remember before the game on Friday, we said, which way is it going to go? You're either going to have a terrible game where they get blown up, or they're both going to shove.
They both did well.
They both did very, very well. It was, you could feel off of each other how they're playing. It was
6
great
innings
to
for Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
So he did a really good job. And then Saturday was a tight game until it wasn't, and then they broke it open with 6 runs in the 6th inning. Mookie hits a home run. Like, it was a good day. Like, Mookie being hot is good. Muncy stayed hot. Ohtani's hitting home runs.
Yep.
Kershaw we talked about, really
Blake
good.
Snell.
Blake Snell, lights out.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I take back everything
and even
I said about
Glasnow
you.
yesterday,
He
while
looked
not
good, too.
great, was good.
No, the whole pitching staff looked good, or the starting pitching. And it's not. We'll talk about the bullpen at some point. But the starting pitching looked great. This is kind of what you're hoping for, is that these guys to come out and just play well. Give
Their
up 2
time.
runs.
It's their turn to carry the water.
Yes,
The bullpen carried the
100%.
water. No,
Or starters?
No,
the starters.
starters.
The
Most
They
bullpen
gotta go
carried
longer.
water for the first 3+ months of the season and kept them in it, on top of it. And now it's up to the starters to go a little bit deeper and give this bullpen a little bit of rest.
I also felt really good just about the offense in general. I
too.
understand that yesterday was a little bit rough. They didn't get the big hit, but they did have 10 hits. They had 13 walks, so they were being patient. They were allowing pitches to come to them. At one point at the beginning of the game, it was Eric Lauer gave up the home
Who's
run.
good.
Who is very good. He's actually having a great year.
Yeah.
He gave up a home run to Shohei, the very first batter, and then the Dodgers went 11 straight pitches without swinging the bat. 11 straight pitches. Mookie walked, and then Will Smith got to a 3-2 count before he struck out, and then it just started it all just started to turn after that. They were being patient. It was great to see, and getting hits. It just not timely.
How about this for a weird stat? That yesterday was the first time since 1982. Okay? It's a long time ago. I know you and I remember 1982. I know. We both do. But it was the first time since 1982 that the Dodgers drew 10 walks and had 10 hits and lost.
Yeah, they just couldn't put up runs.
That's how hard it is to do that. If you get 10 hits and draw 10 walks, it's virtually a golden ticket to win a game, and they didn't win yesterday.
I mean,
that's the
How
disappointing
do you
part.
lose that game?
Well,
You don't get any hits after the first part of the game. They were ice cold late.
Yeah, they had bases loaded with 1 out in the 8th inning and the 9th inning.
And only scored 1 run.
And only scored 1 run because Freddie walked.
Yeah.
With the base. He did it twice yesterday, which was crazy. But one of the biggest problems was Freddie was up, and in the 6th inning, Shohei decided, you know what? I'm going to try and steal third base. And he got caught out.
Real dumb.
It was really, really bad play.
That's the first time you ever said that.
It wasn't just me either. Here's Dave Roberts when asked about that. Em, can you play that for me?
That was his decision. Not a good baseball play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Translated, that was real blank and stupid. Dave Roberts is never going to say it like that, but that's not a good baseball play. Is about as pointed as you're going to hear Roberts on one of his own guys.
Not me talk to him. What do you think his mindset was there?
I think if I had to guess, and I think I'm probably right, he thought he saw something where he thought he was going to walk into third base. That he thought, I see something here that is for the taking. I'm just going to take it. And he was wrong.
You better be right.
You better be right. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Freddie Freeman is as hot as anybody on this team, and he took the bat out of his with 2 outs. You can't get thrown out at third base with 2 outs.
That's
you
like rule number 1. You don't make the last out at third base or at home. Like, just don't do that. But
if I can forgive anyone, it would be him.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
This is not one of those take a seat, you're done for the day moments.
I'm not going to send him down.
This is one of these. We're on this.
Good?
You know that was dumb, right?
You know
and
you
Sean
shouldn't
probably
have
did one
done
of
that.
these.
Not even words, just point.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Got it. And then it's one of those. Okay, let's go. Yeah. it was stupid, but Shohei's earned a mistake here and there.
Yeah, Shohei's look. He's always going to be fine. That was just a bad. This is what's happening right now with this team. Is little teeny unforced errors that are causing issues, usually in the field and maybe a base running mistake or something that you're doing offensively. There's just small little things that if they can shore them up, that would be something that would really help out, where you don't run into those little extra bases, where you don't try and take an extra base and get thrown out at third. An error that they potentially have. It's those little mistakes that are happening.
Are you so talented that you can overcome your mistakes?
No, not right now.
Nobody is.
Not right now. And not in a short series.
If anybody has a chance to do it, it would be the Dodgers.
Well, not in a short series, because over the course of 162 games,
yes.
you can kind of blow one here and there.
Short series,
but
no.
in a best of 5, a best of 7, a decision to run there is a big deal.
Okay, so you've been in my head the whole weekend because you said on the way out that they may never right themselves from this. This is who they are. This could be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're going to keep making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is just who they're going to be. So I wonder, can you power and pitch your way out of this without playing good baseball?
You can, but it leaves your margins virtually at zero. I want to go back to something you said a second ago, Greg, and it goes exactly what you're saying, DeMarco, as well. Not a shameless plug, but a shameless plug. I do Locked on Dodgers, okay? And on Friday's show on Locked on Dodgers, I said, here's what the things I would like to see going into this weekend. And one of the things was play clean, play smart. Yep. And Friday, they played clean. They played smart. On Saturday, they played clean. They played smart. And then yesterday, it was the Ohtani base running decision, which was a really bad decision. It was Michael Conforto, not picking on him. It's just it was a good example of, first of all, Dave kind of messed up by taking Teoscar out of the game early with a one-run game. So all of a sudden you need to use Conforto as a pinch hitter. Well, he's not having a very good year.
Nope.
And all of a sudden there's a ball that's way inside with the bases loaded.
And he pops it up.
No, it's the one that he jumped out of the way. And I know it's really easy for me to say it's not coming 100 miles an hour at my knees. Okay, so I get that. But when you're having a tough season like Conforto is, and that would have likely caught him on a meaty part of the leg, that's when we might that's when you might wear, and he doesn't. And then on the very next pitch or a pitch or two after that, there's a cookie on 3-1 that he pops up, and it was a really bad at bat by Michael Conforto. Less than 2 outs, they don't move, they don't keep the train moving. And then the same situation in the 9th inning. When Shohei comes up, and look, I thought Shohei was going to get a hit and win the game for the Dodgers. But you have to put the ball in play. The ball in play very likely at least ties the game, gives Mookie a chance to do it. Instead, he strikes out. These are not great at-bats with less than 2 outs and the bases loaded. This was not wearing a pitch that you had to do. This was a bad base running decision. They didn't play clean baseball, and they lost, at least in part because of it, that when they play cleanly, they're going to win more often than not. Their starting pitching right now is lights out. Their bullpen, big question mark. I know we'll talk about that coming up. But the clean that you're talking about that I mentioned last week is a big deal. When they play clean, they're really hard to beat. And they didn't play clean yesterday.
No, they didn't. And that's part of it, because what is happening is that they're taking more pitches. They're not swinging out of their shoes. They're allowing the pitch. They're getting back to the Dodgers of old that look at the strike zone and say, I'm only swinging at things within the strike zone. That's the biggest thing, because that's why you get 13 walks. And Teo doesn't do it as much. He still swings at everything out and anywhere around the plate. But for the most part, they're building up the pitch counts for these pitchers to get them out earlier and earlier. Eric Lauer was going 6-7 innings pretty consistently. He was out after 3.
He had 56 pitches at the end of 2 innings.
Yeah, he went 30 in the first.
Yeah, they really made him grind through it, and
that's Dodger baseball.
And they got into the bullpen, and the bullpen wasn't great either. They just couldn't get that knockout shot along the way. That was the Blue Jays. What's coming up next is the Freeway series, and it is on Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, and ESPN LA are hosting the ultimate watch party. You can join Greg and others at Clearman's Galley in San Gabriel. That is this Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Grab your gear, hang with the crew, enter to win tickets and more at the Freeway Series watch party. Clearman's Galley, presented by Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, the official water of Major League Baseball. Now they got to go play a team that's not particularly good. They need to play clean against the Angels. That's coming up in just
and
a
we'll
bit.
talk about more of that on First Pitch. First Pitch brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, baby.
It's coming up.
This is the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, nothing else. More of first pitch next on 710.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Right ahead.
It's a natural caffeine. It gives you a smooth, focused boost, whether you're at work, on the golf course, or just need a pick-me-up. It's energy you can feel good about, and the limited edition Lakers can makes it even better. Find Pro Baller at Costco, Amazon, and select convenience stores today. Try it and see why champions choose clean energy.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on Team Gravedigger, Team El Toro Loco, and more. 2 times the freestyle action, full sand family fun. Coming to Crypto.com Arena August 22nd through 24th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Lock in your seats today at MonsterJam.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Arrowhead Mountain Springwater first pitch with Greg Bergman, talking all things boys in blue and the Halos. Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, nothing else. Let's get back to first pitch right now on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710.
Hey, the Travis and DeMarco Show. Yeah. We will be broadcasting live this Thursday. That's the 14th, 9 to noon at Legends Attic. We get to go back to Legends Attic, DeMarco.
I need more of those shirts with our signature.
Those are great, right?
Yes,
those are fantastic.
I'm sold out. Yes.
Yeah, we will be in Claremont for the biggest autograph signing yet. All-star catcher, World Series champ Will Smith will be there. Plus, of course, Aura will be there with special guests like Kirsten Watson, Steven Nelson, giveaways, and of course, the unbelievable art of Dave Hobrick. Get your tickets right now at legendsattic.com. Do not miss it. Thursday the 14th at Legends Attic in Claremont, presented by Fanatics.
I am psyched to meet Will Smith.
Me too.
He outside of Shohei's the star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the star of the show. But I love watching Will Smith play.
He's really good.
He's very, very good at the plate, and he's very talented behind the plate.
Yep.
He's just awesome. I can't wait to meet him. When you guys say cricket letters in cricket numbers in baseball, you mean anything other than one, right?
Yep.
Okay, so for the first time in a month, it looks like Mookie is putting up cricket numbers.
He is.
In the right spots. Yeah.
100%.
He is, and I out of respect for the baseball gods, I'm gonna phrase this very deliberately.
Be careful, Trav.
it appears that he is starting to turn a corner.
Yes.
It appears like he is starting to look like Mookie Betts, because for the better part of a week, he's been not just better than he was, he's been good. He's hitting the ball harder. He's getting extra base hits. He hit a home run. He's getting on base. He's walking. And those weak little pop-ups to the right side of the field were mostly gone. It appears that he is starting to look like Mookie Betts again.
And we talked about it during his whole struggle thing that was going on, that he was swinging at the very first pitch pretty consistently to try and jump on the guy. And he's not doing it anymore. He's going back to what he was before, where he does not. He takes that first pitch.
Yes.
You see where it is. It might be a strike. It could be a strike right down the middle. He's taking that pitch to kind of get himself set, and now he's doing all the other things. So he's being more patient. He's getting the bat on the ball for hard contact.
Yes.
And he's finding holes that were not being found before.
Well, I'm following the tenets of Friedman, the Church of Friedman. So I'm just looking at his batting average. The first time, and it looks like in a month, that his batting average is starting to climb.
Yeah.
It seems like everything was just descending until now, and now it started to go back the other way. I hope he has turned the corner, but mathematically it seems like Mookie is coming back to being Mookie. So
yeah,
we'll see if he holds it.
Look, here's the only good thing about having a horrible season like he has is that when the numbers are that bad, even a couple of hits make it go up. Right. And I'm not even being funny.
Right.
Like, it's very hard to make your average go up if you're having a good year.
This is true.
It kind of just sits where it is, and it's very easy to get it to go down. The only upside to having a bad year when you're hitting 220 something like he was is a couple of hits can get that thing to jump up a little bit.
So he is 9 for his last 22. That's over 5 games. He has 2 doubles, a home run, 5 RBIs, 2 walks, only 2 strikeouts.
Yep.
And his numbers are just way, way inflated.
Even his outs have been far better. Yep. Like, there was a couple of line drives to left field.
Third baseman.
Third base, like, were hit hard.
Yep.
And that's, I mean, you want hit, obviously, but squaring the ball up, he was just not squaring it up. And for the last week or so, he has.
Every single pitch, or every hit that he did, when he did get a bat on ball, it was a pop-up to the second baseman every single time, or even to the shortstop. He wasn't getting out of the infield, and now he's hitting. He has shortened his swing. He has flattened his swing out a little bit to get more contact, and it's getting he's going over the shortstop's head, so he's pulling the ball more. It's just he's gotten to himself what he is supposed to be doing, and I don't know if it's because of J.D. Martinez and what he did with him down in Tampa, but that helped a ton.
Let me throw an alternate theory in there. He said this about a handful of days ago, and he said this to The Athletic. This season, this is Mookie speaking. Mm-hmm. This season's over. My season's kind of over. We're going to have to chalk that up as not a great season. But I can go out and help the boys win every night. Do something. Get an RBI. Make a play. Do something like that. I'm going to have to shift. I didn't do it. I didn't say it. I said ship. I'm going to have to shift my focus there. Obviously, everyone wants to have great seasons, but it's a lot easier when you just don't worry about the season. You just worry about it game to game. I'll take this perspective for the rest of my career. That when you see this season's over, I think that first reaction is, whoa. But what this is, guys, I'm flushing the toilet on the first 4 months of this season. I'm not going to get the numbers back where they're supposed to be. Yeah. They're going to be, at the end of the year, my numbers are going to be bad by my standard. That doesn't mean I can't help this team win every single night. He gets a hit to win the division against the Padres. That's a great season. He gets a hit to win an NLCS game. That's a great season. He hits a home run in the World Series. That's a great season. That what's been a disaster for him doesn't have to end in a disaster. I think that's what he was getting at. And it is freeing when you just kind of say, you know what? And you can't fake it. You have to actually believe, I give up over here. Not in a quitting way, but I have to start over again. Like, I'm going to put a period at the end of this, and I'm going to start a new chapter. And it seems to have lined up pretty well.
Yeah, his season started last Monday. That's when he just started playing a little bit better. And then that's when his season started. So everything you're talking about, his batting average going up, his on base going up, all those things, they don't matter anymore. It's just from last Monday till the end of the season.
Yeah, where he's going, it just sounds weird.
It does sound weird. It does sound weird.
I get where you're going.
It makes sense, right? You just push all that side. I'm not going to get better.
I usually hate that nonsense. Fisher would do that. We're going to start the season over. We're 0-0. That seemed phony, right?
But here's the difference.
But him, I get.
I'm with you. It does seem phony because when Jeff Fisher, and not to pick on Jeff Fisher, but when the team was, I don't know, I'm making up numbers here, you're 2-7 through 9 games, that's it. You're
out.
You're out.
Yeah.
So you can tell yourself, hey, we're going to get back into it. But Mookie Betts can have a terrible season. The Dodgers are still very much in
I like the second part. I can help this team win every night.
Yeah.
That's the most important. It sounds weird, but I get where he's coming from. And whatever it is, I'm glad he left that darkness.
Yeah.
You're coming back. I really am.
Hits help a lot.
Yeah,
and
does,
just
doesn't it?
one or two can oh, yeah, I can get hits. Oh, yeah.
This is
by the way,
fun.
made
Yeah.
a couple of really good defensive plays this weekend as well.
Ones.
And it's like, all right, I'm helping the team win. I'm contributing to big nights. I'm contributing to us beating a good Toronto team a couple of times. Even a guy that's going straight to the Hall of Fame, there has to have been I don't think I'm ever going to get a hit again moment. It's just, baseball will
hates
mess
me.
you up.
It
It'll
will.
get inside your head, and even for Mookie Betts.
Yeah, he was 0 for 22 before he started getting hits. I mean, and it looked like he was not going to get any better because remember, Lars Nootbaar made that diving catch on him that was like, okay, I can't even get that to drop.
Right.
A little pop up that should have been able to drop. He goes 115 feet to dive and catch one of my balls. I'm screwed for the rest of the season. But it also started to say, okay, that's it. I'm gonna, and like we talked about last week, that the couple home runs against the Padres, that one got stolen, and then he hit one next night. And all of a sudden, he just turned into a different guy. Hopefully that's where he's going now.
Speaking of, okay, and you and I have talked about this all season long, and I was like, whatever. They're gonna another. They got 162 to go. It's all gonna. You know where we are, right? Like starting tonight, really. We're in the start of the part of the season where the result matters.
Yes.
That you have a 2-game lead. Like winning the game is incredibly important. Whereas before it was like, all right, you're doing the right things, or you lost it. Now it's like you need to win these games because you're going to be. Oral, I thought, said it during the broadcast yesterday, which was I think appropriate, which was, hey, look, we talked so much about when we get to October, in October, and he's like, it's time to start thinking about the division. Like, you need to win the division, and right now, you play the Padres 6 times in the next week and a half or so, and they're playing pretty good baseball. They made a bunch of moves at the deadline. The result of the Angel game tonight, they need to beat the Angels. When they got swept by them, it's like, whatever, it'll be all right.
Right.
Well, we're
Now
running
it's
out of
for
time.
real.
Now it's
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
You have to win these 3 and then those 6 games because our issue right now is the back end of the bullpen, right? The Padres' back end of the bullpen is nothing but closers and like high leverage
5 of
closer.
them.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of dudes back there. So you have to jump on starters. That means you have to jump on it. You have to be able to get them out of games earlier and get to their bullpen much faster.
Yes.
And put up crooked numbers consistently against them. Otherwise,
yeah.
you're done in the back.
It's wild to see Dodger fans actually worried about the Padres. And I don't think you're really worried about the Padres. You're more worried about the Dodgers.
Correct.
If that makes any sense.
It does.
Staying ahead of them. Because, if that series, no matter how that series goes, what would you take from it? If the Padres mop you, what would you take from that? Nothing or something?
If they get
would
mopped
take the
by the
lead.
Padres, they're probably in second place.
Correct.
And if you mop the Padres,
Then I think that for me, the switch is turned to the other side. That it doesn't mean that you're going to kill them in the playoffs. What
Right.
it means is you've created a little bit of space to win the division. Like it's a
Just
division
room.
race.
Okay.
It's only about positioning at this point. I think the overarching narratives are far less important than a 3-game lead is better than 2. A 4-game lead is better than 3. Like just growing the lead.
But that was the point I was trying to make before you guys bit my head off about coming out of this series with Toronto.
Yeah.
You're going to be even madder about what you let go versus St. Louis. It was an opportunity to gain ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is before you faced a good team.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You actually, you lost ground by losing.
That's what I
those
mean.
2.
And now
Yeah.
I'm with you. You got to get the Angels. Before it was just but now you've got to get it for the ground.
For the whole season, it's been they're not healthy. Are they going to get the now? It's I don't care what you have or who's of it. You got to find a way to win.
Yeah,
you're going to have to find a way to win these games. And real quick, Greg, the bullpen last night. Vezia, I'm going to give a pass to. He's been
that was
really
the
good.
second time in this last week.
It
so,
was.
But yes,
but
I agree.
Clement,
No, it's a pass.
Clement ambushed him. He was trying to get ahead. Bang. It's like, oh, boy, there we go. But Trinan is a real concern at this point. That Blake Trinan and Tanner Scott are still, I think, the 2 people that are going to determine whether or not the Dodgers have a chance to win the World Series or a good chance to win the World Series. And those are the 2 guys that I think are going to swing it between those 2 things.
Well, we don't win the World Series last year without Blake Trinan.
No
so
way.
You need that arm pitching well. And so he has a little bit more time. Obviously, they're going to give him as much runway as he needs, but
he was bad yesterday.
He has not been good since he's been back. I think he's given up like 8 or 9 hits already.
They're hitting him hard.
And they are. That's we talk about it all the time with Trinan, that when he's on, he's unhittable. You might get some weak contact, but he is just swing and miss, or just he's amazing. Video game pitches from one side to the other that you just can't pick up.
Guerrero yesterday, the at-bat against Guerrero, he threw 2 pitches that were like full 10 out of 10 Blake Trinan, all right, here we go. Those are unhittable. And then he
gives up a jack.
And then just a meatball that gets put into the left field seats that was that was the exact opposite. That was a pitch that a scrub could have hit, much less Vladimir Guerrero. He's not going to miss that ball.
No, absolutely.
He's going to kill that
Anything different about him? Velo down?
His command is way off.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You said all relievers go through this.
They do.
Yeah.
And that's why spending money on him is always exceptionally dicey. Looking at you, Tanner Scott.
I want to point this out, too, based off Tanner Scott. I saw this put out by USA Today, the 10 highest paid relievers in MLB this season. So, like, their AAV this season, what they earned this year.
Tanner Scott.
Number 1 is Hader. 2, Diaz. 3, Iglesias. 4, Presley. And then here comes the 2 Dodger relievers that got this offseason with Kirby Yates and Tanner Scott. And those guys are both getting paid $13 million and $12.1 million. So that's $25 million tied up to 2 guys who are injured or not producing.
Yeah. Trinan, he said after the game, he said that he feels really good about the stuff.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. He feels good about where it's just location at this point. He doesn't have full command. If he can find that command that's working with Mark Pryor, working with those guys in the pitching staff, and just figuring out if he can get that right, then he'll be back to what he was. But he just has to find his command. You can't walk guys, and you can't give up home runs.
Yes, I agree. But it's got to be more than just him too. Even if Blake Trinan gets back to Blake Trinan, that's still not enough to get from where your starter finishes to where the game ends. There's still an inning or 2 more that you have to cover. Yep. And that's a big question that they haven't answered yet either. And that's why I think Scott is a huge part of this. Maybe Yates too, Vezia, Kopech, Gratterall, these names that we've talked about. But your options are getting less and less, and we're getting closer and closer to the end of the line.
Yeah, they need to all come back soon, because you only have so much ramp-up time before then. That was first pitch for you, and that is always brought to you by Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else, DeMarco?
Yes, sir. Here. Yes, sir. Bruiser's coming back?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's always hopefully.
Really? Let me look that up. Okay.
I think I had 14 of these during the Rams game on Saturday. We'll talk a little bit.
That he did.
Yeah, I was going through them quick. I was going through them fast. We'll talk about the Rams' first preseason game of the year. Plus, if you don't think we're talking about that car chase, you haven't listened to this show enough, because that was nuts. It's all coming up. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. The other thing I love talking about is Rotolo Chevrolet, because Rotolo Chevrolet they deliver time after time. We're just talking about how relievers are kind of all over the map, right? You never know what you're going to get. You know exactly what you're going to get at Rotolo Chevrolet, and that is customer service that is second to none. That's how they've won Dealer of the Year 13 years in a row, because they're going to take care of you, because that's what Mike Capozio at Rotolo Chevrolet insists on, making sure that you get the right vehicle at the right price with customer service that's going to keep you coming back, and make sure that you tell everybody that you know. I can speak to it firsthand, because I bought cars from Rotolo Chevrolet, and it is perfect. From the time that you step on the lot through financing to the time that you drive out, you're going to love your experience at Rotolo Chevrolet. And if you're looking for a Silverado like I drive, you're not going to find any better spot than Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. And if you can't get to Fontana, I get it. Go online, RotoloChevy.com, ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com, and tell them that Travis sent you.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys. And our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut.
2nd and 9, Bennett in the gun, drops back. Over the middle, it's caught, and running into the end zone for a touchdown is Cody Schrader out of the backfield.
Don't miss Shinano and DeMarco on the call this Saturday for Rams preseason game number 2 on your home of Rams football, ESPN LA.
Discover Big League Hydration with Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, delivering refreshment all season long. Sourced from carefully selected springs right here in the West, Arrowhead is crisp, refreshing, and complete with naturally occurring minerals. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, the official water of Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You get a fast car. I want to take it to
a fast truck, a fast car. My goodness. My goodness.
You know, I missed this entire story.
Oh, you did?
What happened?
So, a couple of guys were being pursued by the police. They started driving the wrong way on the freeway. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Then they used their truck to stop other cars on the freeway, attempted a carjacking on one, were unsuccessful, pulled up to a tanker truck, like the kind that brings gas to the gas station.
It was carrying, it seemed to be like propane.
Yeah.
This could be, it's not just like a Walmart, one.
Tanker truck.
Wow.
They stopped it head on, got out, flushed the driver out of the car, understandably.
Yes.
I'm out of here. They get into the truck, and they start driving the truck.
That sounds like the Terminator.
Like the wrong way on the freeway, too.
It was Grand Theft Auto, only real. And, by the way, they're in the wind. They
got away?
They got away.
Wow.
So, okay, here's the developments. I just sent you guys another video. They go underneath an overpass with the tanker truck after they went the wrong way on this freeway entrance. Okay, so cars have to get out of their way, so they're going the wrong way on a freeway entrance. They go underneath an overpass, and they get into a car that seems to be almost waiting for them, and they get away.
The getaway car?
The helicopters didn't get them. The police haven't gotten them, as far as we've seen. Yeah.
It
DB
was
Cooper.
Wild.
You know, if these guys are that determined to get away, they're going to steal a propane tank, like basically a rolling bomb. You might want to let them get away. We'll catch them later.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, we'll just track them and catch. What's his name from The Fugitive?
Oh,
Call
yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
We'll track him down that way.
Yeah.
Forget that. Wow,
Every
really?
outhouse, pen house, and whatever
yes,
else.
whatever.
House.
Oh my God.
So,
That's what freeway?
Was it the 110M?
The 110.
I'm not
freeway.
Sure.
Hold on a minute.
Don't quote me on that. It's what it looked like from overhead. Here's what I don't get.
South Alameda Street and Newton Street in downtown is where the exchange happened, where they lost them.
Yeah, I think that maybe
that sounds like the 110.
It's down that. That's
man.
here's what kind of caught me by surprise. I don't know this to be sure. I was talking with Kasim about this morning. Kasim's here for Jorge today. Hi, Kasim. Buenos dias.
Hello there.
Don't you have to have some sort of training to drive one of those big trucks?
We were talking about driving stick.
Don't you need to know how to do that? Like I don't think I could get behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler and get the thing in gear and drive it away.
It's not manual?
No, I know how to drive a manual transmission car, but I don't know how to drive a truck like that.
I mean, if we're detectives and you can drive that thing, that would help me. This dude obviously you can drive a truck.
Yeah.
So let's look into that sort of stuff. Are we talking kids? What are we talking? Do we know?
I have
anything?
no idea. They look like adults, full adults.
Full adults.
It is also in connection to they fired at officers.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
Is because they fired at officers, and so that caused the pursuit. Their truck, when they were trying to get to other cars, one of their wheels was completely flat and coming off, and so that's why they needed to make the change. But yeah, this is full GTA.
Wow, Heat Part 2. That's Macaulay getting away. Yeah.
It was wild.
Almost as good as getting away as getting into a parking garage.
That's the only thing. But the overpass is kind of the same, roughly the same idea. But
get away from the helicopter.
The helicopter is the part that's really difficult.
Yes.
And the dogs. I feel like there should have been dogs too,
Okay.
because once they let the dog go, I give up.
They have to be on foot for that,
right?
Yeah.
But
okay.
The dogs are number 2 to the helicopter. But yeah, once you get into a parking garage or once where the helicopter, I don't know where they went.
Wow. I don't want to root for the bad guys, like you said, but that's wild. But I understand.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen movies, right?
yeah.
I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I think they're proving it. Yes, we're going to have
you
court
said,
on the street.
once they got the tanker truck, or whatever was in that tank, it's
back off.
Yeah, unless it was milk.
These dudes will cause
something
massive
like
damage.
Because it was also when the tanker truck was there was like 5 or 6 police cars following behind them, because you can't just try to maneuver a tanker truck because it could tip over and gas and etc. So you're gonna have to let them do what they want, almost like the OJ thing, where you kind of have to let them do what they want for a bit.
Just open away and let them out. Yeah, and then catch them later.
Can you imagine how scary it would be? You're driving on the freeway, and this was kind of in the middle of the night, and because we've all been on the
night.
Yeah, that you're driving on the freeway, and because the freeway will wind and stuff, that occasionally it'll look like there's a car coming at you, but it's not, right? Because it's the freeway. There's no oncoming. Only this was actually oncoming traffic. That would be terrifying.
Terrifying to think about. Oh, my God. I would freak out. That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, let's talk about the Rams in their first preseason game.
Equally as crazy.
They win the game. Looked pretty good, too, I thought. I thought that
really good.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Kudos to the team. Kudos to Sean McVay. I mean, I think Dallas has a lot of work to do. And we talked about Brian Schottenheimer and being head coach for the first time. You could tell who was the more experienced head coach by the way the team played, right?
DeMarco, it's exactly where I wanted to start it.
Yes.
One head coach had his 3rd, 4th, 5th stringers ready to play, and another guy didn't.
Still trying to find it.
Still trying to find it. And it was, even though most of the guys that were playing for the Rams will be either backups or won't be on the team at all, they were prepared. They understood what they were being asked to do. They lined up right. They did what they were supposed to do. Like you say it all the time. Basic competency. The Cowboys look like a clown car.
Yeah, I mean, they have more work to do. I mean, it's your first preseason game. You can coach off that. I'm sure they'll be better. I was surprised that because I'd heard the Cowboys were going to come out like gangbusters because they had gotten beaten up in the scrimmage, and that did not manifest.
No, it didn't.
So hopefully from weeks 1 and 2 in the preseason, they get better from here. But for the Rams' perspective, a lot of good things. Blake Corum, this is what I meant about him getting some run.
I was surprised to see him out there.
Let him have some success.
Yeah.
He scored twice. That's going to help him, and then get him out. Corey Schrader.
Look great.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So I got nothing but texts from people from Mizzou. This is what he is. He's going to make the club, all this type of stuff. I'm like, it's only week 1, dudes. Hang in there. But the guy played like gangbusters. And Stetson Bennett, how about that?
He's good.
Give him his props.
Yeah.
Really. But I don't think we learned anything new about him.
No.
This is what he does, but it was good to see him have success.
Look, with the guys, and I'm trying not to be disrespectful because I really don't want to be, but the guys that are out there, the vast majority of them are trying desperately to make the team, or they're not going to make the team.
Right.
With a guy like Bennett, I just want to see that, hey, that's at least doable. Right? You don't have to go out there and light it up. I thought the ball he threw to Xavier Smith down the left side was a really nice throw.
And a great catch.
A great catch, too.
Yes.
But did they get in and out of the huddle? Were they lined up right? Did we take any procedural penalties? And the answer was no. Like, it worked. If you had to play with him, do I love it? No, because he's the 3rd-string quarterback.
Yes.
But it didn't look bad.
I don't think it's going to change his standing here with the team. But if something happens and you're out there on the street, maybe other teams will look at this and say, he can play a little bit. You never know how this league goes. And guys bounce around all the time.
And maybe it's somewhere else. Yeah, like you just said.
Guys bounce around all the time. The one guy that really turned my head, he turned my head in training camp because of his size, but then he turned my head again with how well he played. Willie Lampkin IV.
Yeah.
The little center guard.
Yeah.
And I keep saying little. He's 5'11", 290. So I went on Dallas radio and said, no way. There's no way this guy can play. 5'11", 290 at guard in the NFL, forget it.
What's if you just kind of like central cast, 6'3", 310?
A little bit bigger and a little bit taller than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw that, you might actually laugh when he broke the huddle.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you look different from everyone else out there. But all he did was pancake guys. I kid you not. He is so quick and so strong, he just buried people nonstop. He really made Dallas look bad. So certain guys had good games. I thought that, what was his name? Josiah Stewart.
Yeah.
The guy that just popped in, the one they drafted. His draft story is unbelievable. And as soon as they were talking about him, he made a play. And it was a great play. It wasn't a gimme sack. He won that rep. So there was a lot of good stuff besides the win. Leaving that, you just felt good about how they started in OTAs, and then you had your first quiz against the Dallas Cowboys. You say right now you're headed towards an A.
All right, so a lot of good news coming out of the first preseason game. Some not so good news that we'll give you on the Rams coming up in just a little bit. But coming up next, the Far Side here on 710 ESPN.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call Next Gen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to remind you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. You know I'm a huge Subaru fan for so many reasons: safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and you know they're all about that Subaru love promise. Come visit my friend Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Not only do they have an amazing line of new Subarus, but they've also got a massive selection of pre-owned certified Subarus at amazing prices. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Visit oceansubaruoc.com for more information. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Mace here. These days it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, and screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Oh, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Oh, wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia. Puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
Travis just fell. Again.
I'm good.
He fell again.
You know what happened?
What happened?
I missed my chair.
Is that what it is?
I only caught like half a butt cheek on the chair, and the chair shot out from behind me.
Oh, my God. I'm glad my mic wasn't
right.
on because I just dropped an expletive. I did. You just fell. I had a dude, actually the guy before JB.
I'll be all right. Just give me a minute over here.
I got you. Steve Savard, the Rams' old play-by-play guy. We were in Jacksonville. Torrey Holt was on that team. Maurice Jones-Drew was down there. We're calling the game, and his bar stool that we're sitting on just broke.
Oh.
But the play was so far down that we're all looking out the booth looking this way. And I'm talking to Steve, and Steve didn't answer. So I looked this way, and Steve had disappeared.
He's gone.
He's gone. Like, where did Steve go? He's on the deck.
I forget who it was. There was a Sports Center anchor at one point. You know how these chairs kind of go up and down?
Yes.
Like the piston mechanism, the hydraulic mechanism was mounted. So he just
kept sinking?
Like by an inch
my
every
God.
minute or so. And the next thing you know, and he said it on, he goes, I'm sinking. It was really
oh
funny.
My God. If you want to have fun, go back and look at Bruce Smith doing TV for the first time.
Bruce Smith?
Bruce Smith. And he passes out on air.
Oh, no.
As there's a microphone in his face and he's being asked a question and he just starts to fall over. The funny thing is the guy follows him with the mic as he's falling.
Well, I'm not going to
God.
criticize too many people for too many things because I just missed my chair.
Are
and
you
fell
okay
on my
over there? Are
well,
you sure?
Wait, no, I think my back hurts. I think I need to go home.
Don't tell me you're okay
Go into
when you're
an
not.
amortal chamber.
I do need an amortal
Crazy.
chamber.
I needed to see that today.
What's the far side?
Oh, the
today?
far side. Okay, so I was doing Good Morning Football, and we've done this before. Did I talk about this early with Manti Te'o?
You mentioned you met him.
Meeting Manti Te'o. I stuck my foot in my mouth twice because I forgot he was on the 2018 team in New Orleans.
Tommy Lee Lewis, Nickel Roby-Coleman play.
So I was DeMario Davis is getting ready to come on, and he's the linebacker, the stalwart for the Saints. Been there forever. And he was getting ready to come on, and I'm like, I hope I don't bring up that game because it might upset him. That's a crappy way to lose. I told him the whole story. I was standing underneath the goalpost. I was right by the officials, and I said to them, you're not going to call that? Wow. And I had forgotten that Manti Te'o was on that team.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I felt so bad.
Not to go over something that happened, I guess it's, 7 years ago now.
Well,
but
yeah.
What is the I get that sometimes you miss a call, but that was so egregious.
So I told you from my perspective, right? I was standing next to the back judge, and he's running in, so he's got his back to me. I could see the other official, and he actually had put his hand on the flag and started to draw.
Okay.
So I'm telling JB and Maurice, I think this is about to be flagged. Like, let's get on to the next play. Where's the ball going to be? This is going to be a penalty.
Sure.
And then he took his hand off, and I'm like, you're not going to call that? And it seemed like he was looking for the other guy to call it. Like, I didn't really see it. Was that early? Like, yeah, it was real early, bro, the whole thing.
It was early by almost a full second.
The next face I saw was Sean Payton. He had come all the way down and was screaming. And I'm like, you know what? You got a right to gripe. I feel so bad. But it's the guy that's been on the podcast tear, the same guy that said what retired him was going against Jared Verse. Is that Armstead?
Yeah, Teron Armstead.
Teron Armstead. So I had never heard, and I just heard it firsthand from two guys that were on that team. I'd never heard the fallout from New Orleans because I didn't care.
Sure.
Once Zerline kicked the field goal, I'm out of here.
And they had other opportunities later in that game.
Of course.
Tough luck,
Tough luck. Yeah. It's all yours. I'm moving on to Atlanta. Sorry. But I had never heard the fallout from that team.
Yeah.
They actually thought they could have won the Super Bowl that year on that call. Really? I never saw the Saints as legit contenders.
They were in the NFC Championship game. I mean, they were pretty good. They were in the NFC Championship game at home. They were they were a good team.
That might be my own bias because I got a thing with the Saints going all the way back for years.
No,
but
they were pretty good.
Well, they do. Then I feel bad. I feel worse about it because if you got robbed and that's your only opportunity, like DeMario Davis might retire. This is the dude that's on a Hall of Fame pace as far as linebacker.
Yeah.
You may retire without a ring. Manti Te'o retired without a ring. If it's because of that, I feel horrible.
They were 13-3 that year.
If it was because of that, I feel horrible, but not that much.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That probably should have gone the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yes, everybody gets hosed at one time or another during the season. So that just happened to be theirs.
This is how bad of a call that was.
What?
They changed the rule the next year. Now, it didn't fix it because the review of PI was bad to begin with. That never really worked. They never really overruled themselves anyway.
Yes.
But it was so bad that the league felt like the next year we need to put a rule in place to fix
That's fair. And he said, I think, we would have dismantled the Patriots. And it's almost like I took that as a shot at the Rams. And I've heard this before with the Vikings. When we won the Super Bowl, we beat them in the playoffs. So you meet these guys. Like I met Derek Brooks for the first time in the Pro Bowl, and he was upset. But he said, congratulations. The only guy that didn't say, like, congratulations was Chris Carter.
Oh.
All he said was that should have been us, that could have been us, all this type of – that's what I said.
Yeah,
but I'm like, that's a real sore loser thing to say.
It is. And look,
you didn't get hosed. We just beat you.
I was going to say, if you just lose, you lose. And even if you do get hosed, like New Orleans got hosed, it doesn't mean that you're still going to win the next one. Now, maybe you should have been in the next one and had a chance to win it all, but that was still Bill Belichick and Tom Brady over there.
True, yes.
I mean, that's not an easy putt.
I felt bad when Manti Te'o told me the story for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Atlanta was fun. I enjoyed it. You should have come.
I had a good time in Atlanta. That was fun.
That was a great time.
The Super Bowl, quite frankly, was maybe one of the worst Super Bowls ever played. But what was it? It was like 10-3 deep into the fourth quarter. You're like, this game stinks.
So
very few highlights.
Yeah.
There's the, what do you call a fathead?
Yeah.
There's a sticker of Brandon Cooks looking over his shoulder, and that pass being picked off. It's right when you walk through the door.
Underthrown.
Yes. I want to, like, spray paint it.
It was
delete that one.
It was a bad pass.
Yes.
It was underthrown. Cooks could have come back for it a little bit harder than he did. Just
Yes.
a little bit. I mean, it was a 75-25 Goff mistake.
Right.
But the 25 might have made the difference.
Imagine if he made that catch. Well, this whole world is different. Goff is still here.
Yeah, Goff would definitely
I was going to say.
Yes.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and somebody said something along the lines of, Jared Goff has gotten close to the Super Bowl a couple. I'm like, guys, Jared Goff was in the Super Bowl. I was going to say, he didn't get close a couple of times. He's been in the Super Bowl before. And who did he hit on that? Was it Higbee in the NFC Championship game? He hit that big play down the side. I forget who it was.
It all runs together. Okay. Yeah.
But he threw a beautiful ball to set up that game-winning field goal that he put them in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
He was a big part of what they did.
A huge part of it.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yes.
I would like to say this to Saints fans, and I think with the idea that, they could have won the Super Bowl, they should have won that game. It's this line from The Social Network, one of my favorite movies of all time. If you had invented Facebook, you would have invented Facebook.
Yep. That's about right.
That about says it all.
That's about right.
Says it all.
You got it. It was a bad call. Okay. That's
Get
as
over
far
it.
as I'll. Yeah. You get over it, and it was a. The clock didn't hit 0-0 after that play.
No, you had chances
You
after.
had chances after, and
Yes.
they did not take advantage
No doubt.
of it. Sua Cravens is going to join us coming up next. He's got a big announcement, plus a little bit of little nervy news out of the Rams camp coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys, and our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut.
2nd and 9, Bennett in the gun, drops back, fires over the middle, it's caught, and running into the end zone for a touchdown is Cody Schrader out of the backfield.
Don't miss Shinano and DeMarco on the call this Saturday for Rams preseason game number 2 on your home of Rams football, ESPN LA.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Fantasy football fans, the ESPN LA Fantasy Football Draft Party is back at Hollywood Park Casino on Thursday, August 28th. Join Sedano and Cap live on site starting at 3 p.m. Then get ready to draft your squad when the draft party kicks off at 6 p.m. Enjoy a night of football, drinks, and fun. Want in? Reserve a league for you and 7 friends right now at ESPNLA.com. We'll reach out to confirm your full 8-player league. You'll compete for awesome prizes all season long. And it all starts at Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, play.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
The biggest show on the radio.
Would you eat a live cricket?
Eat a live cricket.
For $100.
You would not lose your job or get fired for that.
Some people do those.
You wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah, I'd eat a deep fried cricket, but I wouldn't eat a live cricket. No, but I would do those things they sell in Seattle.
Yeah, the fried. I've had those.
You've had those?
Fried insects.
What are they like?
I had them in Mexico. They're delicious. They're crunchy.
Yeah.
They're almost like potato chips with legs.
Would you eat a deep fried roach?
Oh, God.
But what's the difference?
Because a roach is different. A roach is just different. In the backyard, we will often have a squirrel, and I will always think,
people eat those.
That's just what we did when I was growing up.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no way.
My dad hunted for everything.
What do they taste? Don't say they taste like chicken. What do they taste like?
I hate to say it. They do taste like chicken.
Mason and Ireland, coming up today at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right, very, very excited about this. As I'm sure many of you, if not all of you know, Kirk Morrison is now the radio voice, the color analyst for the Las Vegas Raiders. And Kirk and I had done 9 years together on the Rams pre-half and post-game show. And this is the first year without Kirk, but it is the first year with the newest member of the Rams broadcast team. We're talking about Sua Cravens, who joins us right now. Sua, welcome to the team. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Big shoes to fill. I'm not Kurt, but I'll do my best.
No, you are going to do absolutely great. I'm thrilled to have you, and I can't wait to do our game on Saturday against the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Will you always promise to tell us exactly how you feel?
Oh, of course. I don't think I know how to do it any other way.
I was going to ask you about some SC stuff, but I'll save that. Did you watch the Rams preseason game against Dallas?
Yes, I happened to catch it.
What did you think about Dallas in particular?
I don't know what Dak Prescott was thinking, whispering that to I think the GM of the Rams, saying that see you in the NFC Championship. I don't know what that was about.
Did you see that, DeMarco?
I did.
Yeah. Delusions of grandeur is what we call it.
If anyone else in this league doesn't need more pressure, it's him.
And
you put that on your head too, that's going to live on. I mean, now you have no choice but to make it to that game. But the Rams on the other side, we were talking, me and Travis were talking, it's preseason game number 1. It doesn't mean that much. It was Stetson Bennett, but at least the team looked good. They looked more prepared than the Cowboys. So that is a win. If you're grading on I guess, from training camp to preseason, you'd have to give them an A right now.
They definitely look better than the Cowboys at every position, and that's just hats off to the Rams drafting well over the last few years, especially at receiver and defensive back. It was very hard for Joe Milton to move the football, and then when they did score, then they had to go for it on 3rd and 4th down a few times. So just hats off to the Rams defense from starters to corner. The starters didn't play, but to those 2s, 3s, and 4s to display the coaching, that was really well done.
The new co-host of the Rams pregame, halftime, and postgame show, Sua Cravens, joining us here on Trav and DeMarco. And Sua, with the preseason, in particular with the way that Sean McVay approaches the preseason schedule, where he does not play any of his starters and very few of even his second-string guys.
Does he like that? Do you like that?
I was going to say, what do you make of that approach and how the Rams particularly go about it?
I love it. Either way, if I'm a starter or a secondary player coming off the bench, if I'm a starter, I get a week off. You get to watch the game and, kind of decompress. Fall camp is long and it's a grind. So, it's a well-deserved rest for those starters. But if I'm a second-string, third-string guy on the cusp of making the team or getting cut, I love it that the starters aren't playing because that's more opportunities for me to be seen. And we saw a few guys. I mean, Xavier Smith, for instance, this is a receiver that we're not expecting to necessarily play over Puka and Devontae, but he showed flashes where if you put him in the slot at the number 3, giving Tutu Atwell a little run for his money, he can make plays down the field, and he took advantage of his opportunity.
It's funny with X Smith. I mean, you can make as many plays as you need to as a receiver in the preseason so you can go back to your job as a returner. Like, you're going to save your job as the return man by being a good receiver in the preseason. It's weird how that works out. But, Sua, I was weird, man. I wanted to play preseason. I hated when they pulled me in preseason. I want to get my body conditioned for full contact. And you saw after week 1 how many injuries, catastrophic stuff, guys getting knocked cold. You're not ready for full-speed contact until you go through some full-speed contact.
Yeah, you can never really prepare for live game action. It's different. No matter, even if you're in practice with pads on, you still don't go 100%. It's like an unwritten rule that you do not go 100% in practice. Even when you have the paired practice with the team you're playing that week, you're still not necessarily going 100%. So when you get into those games, you kind of see situations that you're not used to seeing, that your body's not accustomed to, and we see the result. We see injuries, and I think a lot of it, I might get some teams in trouble, but a lot of it has to do with these turf fields. We got to get rid of these turf fields.
So the entire camp, and so far, Matthew Stafford has not been available. He's dealing with some back soreness. He did a workout at the team facility on Saturday that, by all accounts, went really well, and it was thought that he would rejoin the team at practice today. Well, that did not happen. He was at practice, but was in street clothes and did not participate. Your level of concern for where Matthew Stafford is right now? I mean, obviously been in the league forever and ever, so he knows how to play NFL football. He knows how to play quarterback, but how important that he gets at least some practice time with the team before the start of the season?
Well, my concern level is maybe a 2. This is a vet. He's a savvy vet, and, getting up there in age, we don't necessarily need him playing every single preseason game, but you do want to see him starting to practice a week before the season get going. Rest does exist no matter who you are, and if you're not on the proper timing with your receivers, especially as the quarterback, things are going to be off. So you definitely want him coming back, at least practicing a week before the season. They don't have a preseason game that last week of August, so most guys take that week off. Most coaches give the team maybe 2 or 3 days off. I would like to see Stafford back full-time, ready to go, so that he can hit the ground running for the opener.
Oh, ditto. Looking at this, the officials. There was an official out there named Merle. When was the last time you met a guy named Merle?
Merle Haggard.
Merle Robinson. I like that. Field judge, number 31. If you had a vote for the Hall of Fame, would you give it to Matthew Stafford, first ballot?
Yeah, well, I guess that just depends on how you feel about Eli Manning. If you're giving Eli Manning a Hall of Fame nod, which I would do, then yeah, I think Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback, Super Bowl winner, obviously Detroit legend, and came to L.A. on the second half of his career and brought the city a championship. I think you've got to get him a Hall of Fame resume, especially if you've given Eli and Aaron Rodgers a Hall of Fame resume.
If he gets close, I wonder, does that knock some of the indecision out? If he gets close, or does he have to win it to solidify with every voter in the world like he is a first ballot Hall of Famer?
I mean, it's easier if he wins it, because then there is no argument. He's a Hall of Famer. But if he doesn't, I think it just depends on the teams he beats. If he comes up short, but he beat the Eagles and came up short in the NFC Championship, then I think that leans towards the Hall of Fame nod more than it doesn't.
Sua, I know what's going to help him. Devontae Adams. Dude, okay, look, Isaac Bruce was my teammate. So was Torrey Holt. I am hard on receivers, but I have never seen anything like this. The way this guy can get open. He can break your ankles before the catch and after. If you're looking for the perfect receiver to put with Matthew Stafford, I think you found it in Devontae Adams.
He can be the safety net for Stafford. He's the guy that is open even if he's not open. If Puka gets the double team, that's bad news for any defense that's going to play the Rams, because that means Devontae is one-on-one with the corner that most likely can't cover him. And this is a guy I played against a few times in NFL. I even played against him and Derek Carr my freshman year at USC with that one-loss Fresno State team. And 2 plays into the game, I'm like, yeah, Devontae is really, really good. So
2 plays.
2 plays to the game, I'm like,
wow.
yeah, we might need to double team him for the rest of the game. So I think Stafford has a nice little outlet to go to if Puka gets the double team, and vice versa. If they want to double team Devontae, that opens up opportunities for Puka that the Rams just haven't had since the Cooper Kupp injury.
Sue, how often does that happen in your career where you're out on the field and just a snap or two and you're like, we got a problem over here. We need to change up what we were doing.
I have a funny story. My rookie year, my first game ever, Monday Night Football, Redskins versus Steelers. I grew up a Steelers fan, and Antonio Brown, I know he's had a fall from grace, but 2 plays into that game, I said, yeah, that's a Hall of Famer right there. There was no doubt about it.
And I guess it's up to Sean McVay, because we talk a lot about Devontae, and I would feed him the football. I'd run my offense through him. But you can't lose sight of Puka. You have to let Puka be Puka, and Puka has to get his share of touches. That's got to be just as important. But I think the emergence of Devontae, and let me be clear about this. When I say I've never seen anything like this, I've seen quick receivers. I've seen guys that can get open. They're just not usually that big. You know what I mean? So when you're talking about the perfect receiver, quick in the slot, fast enough, and can get up and go vertical on you, he seems like he has everything in the bag. I think Puka's development is just as important as Devontae's emergence in the offense.
Yeah, Devontae has a build of a possession receiver, but the route running of a slot receiver, and he gets in and out of his breaks so quick and smooth that you can't get hands on him, and that's a matchup problem for any free safety, any nickel, any corner that's going to guard. Guarding him one-on-one is a bad idea. If you don't know that already, I don't suggest you do so, but the conundrum here for most defensive coordinators against the Rams will be, who do we double team? Do we leave Puka one-on-one? Do we leave Devontae one-on-one? And if we decide to get greedy and just say, you know what, we're going to take everything down the field away, now you got Kyron Williams, who's on a nice little contract that can run the football and give you 5 or 6 yards a carry. So I think the Rams are poised for a very productive year on offense.
So Sua is going to be my co-host on the Rams pregame, halftime, and postgame show. So what can Rams fans, what should I? You and I have gotten to know each other a little bit over the last month or so, but what are you going to bring to the broadcast? What should I look forward to?
I'm going to have to do another deep dive in my employee handbook and check the rules with HR before I get myself in trouble before the season even starts.
Smart man.
But just honest takes. I'm a LA homer, but I've also got a job to do, so I'm gonna keep it as honest as I can and provide a perspective that not a lot of people may not necessarily look at from a NFL DB's eyes. So I kind of look at the game kind of differently in that perspective. So hopefully I can provide a new way to watch the game.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot with your LA homer and honesty right here. USC 2025, go.
I think my connection's breaking up.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
You're here. No, come on now. Don't run.
If I'm a betting man, I'm not a betting man. Been to Vegas 3 times in my life. But if I was a betting man, I would say USC wins 9 games. I think that's the floor. The 9 games is the floor. I think.
And you're happy about that?
The ceiling.
And you're happy about that? Are you a Trojan to your core? Are you a Trojan to your core?
I am a Trojan to my core, and I am not happy about it. I'm just a realist.
This must be killing you then.
Yes, this is the thing that I need USC fans to understand. I'm not hating on the team. I'm not being a negative Nancy. if we are a championship team and we are of championship pedigree that are going to compete for national championship and playoff spots, USC needs to be coming in at 10 wins minimum each year. It cannot be a hit or miss 7-win season this year, and maybe we'll get them next time. We are either great or we are average. And if we are great, I expect 10 wins and playoff spots.
Will you ever win the Big Ten?
Yes, we will win it before. We will win it before Michigan does in our time in there.
What?
I believe.
No, come on, Sua. That's crazy.
There you go. There's the SC Homer part that's coming out right there. That's part one. We'll get to part two before too long. Sua, I'm looking forward to doing the Charger game with you. The Rams and Chargers pregame show starts at 2:00 this Saturday afternoon. Kickoff at 4:00 with Sedano and DeMarco. Really excited to get a chance to do the season with you. Looking forward to it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Keep it real. Yes, sir.
You got it.
Good stuff.
Sua Cravens.
Yes.
My new partner on Rams pre-half and post.
Good luck. I hate the way DBs see the game.
Okay, tell me what that means.
They see it from the back end. Come on.
Okay.
They discount what's really important, what goes on
What goes on the front end.
Yes, of course.
And as a front-end guy, you see that. Oh, what big
I'm
surprise.
Just saying.
Surprise.
There you go.
That's great. Cannot wait to do it.
We have one thing in common. We both hate linebackers.
Yeah,
the guys in the middle.
Those guys see it from both ends,
Dude,
right?
Drive me nuts. Yes.
All right, you said a couple of things about Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua that I want to follow up on. Number one, that you've never seen anybody like Devontae. I want to do that coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And listen all week long to this show, the Trav and DeMarco Show, for your chance to win a $100 gift card to Islands Restaurants. Call 877-710-ESPN. Here's that number again, 877-710-3776. And caller number 7 will win right now. Make sure to check out the Island Signature Big Wave with cheese for just $10. Available only for a limited time. Listen all this week, 9 to noon on 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Pechanga Resort Casino is giving away $1 million in August. Win your share of the $1 million in prizes by using your Pechanga Club card when you play your favorite slots or table games to earn entries. Then, be at Pechanga Resort Casino every Saturday in August to activate your entries for the weekly drawing. You could be one of the many winners of the $100,000 in cash, and thousands in easy play is also up for grabs. Must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID to participate.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form, and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you.
just fell.
If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Don't, go crazy on me. I mean, I'm serious. I've never seen anything like Davante Adams. He's only 6'1", but he seems taller than that. And his releases are unbelievable. You're kind of a fan of music and bands, right?
No, he's not.
Yeah. That's
you like
not
concerts.
my area of expertise. It's okay.
You like concerts?
He does not go to concerts.
Okay, then okay, so when you go to a concert or you see a band, and then you check out the drummer or the bass player or the guitarist, and they're playing left-handed, it just kind of throws you off for a second. Like, what's weird about him?
I'm going to give you an example because I would never, ever notice that in a musician. However, I was watching TV this weekend, and I was flipping around. Little League World Series was on. And I'm looking at this. I'm going, there's something about this that does not add up. They had a left-handed catcher.
Oh, see, right.
And it's like, oh, that's what it is.
What
the guy's
is it
catching
about,
with the wrong hand.
That's it. What is it about this that looks weird?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you watch Davante Adams versus other guys like Isaac Bruce, who made it to the Hall of Fame he was the NFL's version of the Iceman.
Okay.
From Top Gun. He's going to do everything letter perfect and let the offense beat the defense. Right? He's going to run his routes to 7, turn, do whatever. He's going to be absolutely perfect. But you can always tell where he's going, or any receiver, by which foot is up. If their left foot's up, they're going to do this. If their right foot is up, they're going to do that. When you see Davante Adams, you're thinking, there's his left foot. He's got to break this way. And all of a sudden, he goes the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, how the hell did you get from there to there? And it's so smooth how he does it. And then after the catch, you've got problems keeping him in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never seen anything quite like this before.
Yeah, when you said that, it jumped out at me because you played with two guys. One is in the Hall of Fame. The other one should be, and I believe ultimately will get into the Hall of Fame, and Torrey. And then you got a front row seat for the entire Cooper Kupp era here in Los Angeles. And he's another one that is had not a good career, but a great career. And you're saying Davante's different than all those guys?
Again,
That's
I
quite
would
a
say
statement.
the same about Cooper Kupp. I've never seen anything like that. A receiver that you can actually line up and be your H.
Yeah.
So you're in 11 personnel. You got 3 receivers out there, but you can run 12 personnel stuff.
Yeah.
Which means that guy is comfortable going through the line of scrimmage to pick up a linebacker. I've never seen receivers do that either. So he's special in his own right, but as far as route running, releases, like Sua said, you cannot cover Davante Adams with one person.
Yeah.
Forget it. Like, he will absolutely light you up. So I was saying this to someone, Michael Brockers. Our job as defenders is to demoralize the quarterback. We want to make it seem to him like he's got no way out.
Mm-hmm.
With guys like Davante, no matter the rush, he's always got a way out. Just flip it in his direction. Either it's going to be incomplete or he's going to get it. Think of how much that would help your quarterback.
It's the ultimate safety valve.
Yes.
It's just that if nothing else is happening the way it's supposed to, I just need to know where he is and throw it at him.
And that's a quarterback who's less than or who panics.
Yeah.
Now imagine a guy who's got 17 years of experience who doesn't. Yeah, now he's just setting you up for the big play.
I want to go back to another thing you said when we were talking with Sua. And by the way, if you're just jumping in your car, you're just turning on the stream. Sua is going to be my partner in pre-half and post. Kirk is going to do this season with the Raiders, so Sua and I are going to do Rams pre-half and post. And you said that, because Davante Adams is such a special talent, because he is all the things that you just described, you still got to make sure that Puka's Puka. You still got to make sure that you get Puka involved. Is that Sean McVay's responsibility? Is that Matthew Stafford's responsibility? Both of them? And if Adams is just killing guys, why not just keep going to Adams until they have to make an adjustment? Now all of a sudden Puka's open and I can just go to Puka.
I would say it's Stafford, but then McVay too, because I think Matthew Stafford, and I know he loves Puka, and you want to spread the ball around, but Matthew Stafford is trying to get this ball in the end zone as fast as possible. You see how he likes to latch on and lock on to one guy. Think Megatron.
Megatron. Kupp,
right?
Nakua. He's done it with all three of those
and
guys.
If it's working, stay with it. So that's up to McVay. Hey, don't forget about Puka. So instead of giving Matthew Stafford, I'm going to let you read 1 to 4 and let you decide where to go with the football. Some of these are going to have to be control plays that are going to Puka to make sure he gets his touches, to keep him engaged. And you have to keep the defense off balance. They have to believe you're going to both sides.
It's funny because, like, I go back to baseball, which is kind of how you're talking about. Like, you see it from the front end, Sua sees it from the back end. I see everything through the baseball end of this thing. And as a pitcher and as somebody, if I throw you a curveball and you miss it by 2 feet, well, you're getting another one. And if I throw you another one and you miss it by now I'm going to keep throwing it until you hit it.
Yes.
Like this idea, well, I got to throw you something else so you can't. No. You've proven you can't hit this, and I'm going to keep giving it to you. Not the same thing in football. Like if I got a guy that's just tearing you up, I'm going to him time after time after time.
Well, it's funny. I've heard him from the sideline. This goes all the way back to Robert Woods going yard or going house on a 3rd and 33 in New York.
I vividly remember it.
I can hear Sean McVay screaming at the secondary, the Giants secondary. I think they had a Pro Bowler back there. I cannot remember his
name. Eli Apple there?
Nope, it was the other one. He was a
Okay.
Pro Bowl safety, and he was yelling at the guy in a playful sort of way, but serious. If you're going to play 3, you better line up in 3. You know what I mean? Like, I see everything you're doing. So depending on how the defense matches up and what they do with Devontae Adams will dictate what they do with Puka and vice versa. But I would imagine everybody knows what Devontae Adams can do to you. I would imagine he sees at least 3 sets of eyes from the outset.
Oh, yeah.
Which means Puka could light this thing up.
Great. And that's fine, too.
If Matthew Stafford, if he fights the urge to just jam the football to 17.
So, speaking of, he went through the workout. We talked a little bit about it during the pregame show, and apparently Sean McVay talked about it after, that there were no limitations on the throws that he could make. He was able to move. He was able to make all the throws, the adjustments that you would like to see from him, and it was the expectation that he would practice with the team today. He's not. He is in street clothes. Deal, no deal? What is that? Is that
more rest? It's still something. It's not something you can just flat out ignore. It's your starter.
Yeah.
He's out. He's got an
kinda
injury.
where I am.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
But he's going to be fine. He's going to be there week 1. And I would say he probably needs a week
to get ready,
to get up to speed, because I think you have an idea of who he is as a receiver, as a running back, as an offensive line. And remember, you got Coleman Shelton.
Yeah.
So he has less to do as far as protections are concerned anyway. So it's not something just yet, but it's not nothing either.
That's where I keep coming back to it. Like this idea that, hey, he's going to be fine, he's going to be fine. Okay, I'm willing to believe that, but if everything were fine, he'd be practicing.
Yes.
And it's somewhere in between those two things. It's somewhere in between not a big deal at all and everything's going to be fine. It's if everything were fine, he would be out there, and he's not.
I see him as the week 1 starter, and then we'll see what happens after, because it's a back.
Yeah.
You have a back.
Yeah.
Backs come back. Can I say that?
You know what I heard the other day?
What?
I love this line. Nobody used to have a back problem.
Right.
It's like once you have one, you have one.
Yes.
And that's just the reality of it. Nobody used to have a back problem.
And if he does, let's just say, if he really does have something going on down there, does it change his style of play? Like, as in, some quarterbacks go from guys that can move to chuck and duck because they just can't move. You know what I mean? So I wonder how this thing will affect him. We'll see. And if he does, if he plays like he usually plays, does that hurt the back? Irritated? Now you're out for 3 weeks during the season.
That's what's so complicated about this is, and that's why it also gives me a little bit of concern, is never for one single second of one single day has everybody thought Matthew Stafford's anything other than really tough. He's a tough football player. Like you go back to his rookie season where they broke his collarbone or whatever. He's still out there making plays.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. He's going to stand in there for that extra half a second and take a shot if it's the difference between making a play or not. He's not scared.
Right.
That's oddly not good when it comes to somebody with a back problem. I don't need you to take that extra shot.
Here's the thing. This is where Sean McVay, and I think you have to maintain a little separation between you and Matthew Stafford, because there were stretches last year where the ball was not coming out of his hand very good. There were some issues. There were some road to nowhere passes. So if he is struggling, how do you handle that? And when you've got Garoppolo sitting right there.
Is the team winning?
Okay, let's say you're struggling a bit and you've lost 2 in a row.
and Stafford hasn't looked great for 2 straight weeks.
I think it would have to be way more than 2 games.
Okay, and then he goes out for the 3rd, and it's more of the same.
I think it's half a season or more before you make that
But
decision.
this is going to be the job.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be the thing that Sean McVay has to deal with that he's never dealt with before. An aging quarterback.
I can't imagine it wouldn't be almost the entire – like, it's Matthew Stafford.
We'll see.
You
It
know what I mean?
depends.
Now, if it's dreadful,
yes,
that's a different scenario. But it would also be one of those where if he were dreadful, I think you put him on IR and not bench him. I don't think there's a world where he gets benched.
No, I saw one. This is firsthand with going from Warner to Mark Bulger.
Yeah.
And Kurt Warner, he was just so beat up. The greatest show on turf, the parts were still there. It's just the fire plug, the guy that can get the ball there, wasn't really playing that well. So they went to Bulger. Bulger went straight to the Pro Bowl. Now, was he a better quarterback than Kurt Warner? No.
No.
He was healthy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And you have to deal with that as it comes. And
Andy was making that point on Saturday when we were talking about the Garoppolo Stafford of it all. It's Matthew Stafford may be able to play, but how well is he able to play relative to how well Jimmy Garoppolo? Because, look, Stafford's a better football player, better quarterback historically than Jimmy Garoppolo is. But that doesn't – his best is better than Jimmy G's best. But that doesn't mean that his 80% isn't better than Jimmy G's 100.
I 100%. I see where you're going, and that's going to be the thing going into the year. It's so funny how things are – they always come back around in the same sort of way. But this is the problem or the downside of having an aging quarterback. Now, if he comes back and plays like gangbusters, plays like Shedeur Sanders did in week 1, everybody shuts the hell up. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't and he struggles, you're going to point to this when we said it wasn't anything and it turns out it was.
I believe that you are the first person to ever say that if Matthew Stafford can play as well as Shedeur Sanders does. that is a first.
It's a little level.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to carve that into a piece of wood and hang it over here on the side of the studio.
Did he surprise you or no?
Yeah, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I
right.
thought that he was put in a position that was not perfect.
So a lot of naysayers have to shut up.
And
right.
he did a good job.
Right.
What he's not, what you do not have to worry about him is a big moment being big. Like
right.
He's been in the center
prepared
of
for
the
moment.
storm
Yes.
for basically his entire life.
I liked everything about what he did except for the entrance.
What was the entrance?
When he walked in with he walked in with an entourage. Like, are you going to play a game or are you going into the ring?
Again, that's him.
That's part of it, right?
That's going to be his deal. Factor Cap is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, you guys know that feeling? You're finally asleep, deep in a dream, and then bam, out of nowhere, your leg seizes up or you fall off a chair because of cramps. I'm sorry. Or you just ran a fourth quarter sprint. That's what it feels like. I played through pain, a lot of pain, but a 3 a.m. leg cramp, next level pain. Can't deal with that. Leg cramps used to wake me up out of a deep sleep, and I'd be pacing around half awake trying to shake this thing off, waking up the world because it's hard for me to walk without people knowing it, especially in my house. Look, that's not rest. That's not recovery. That's a midnight workout that I didn't sign up for. Now I don't mess around. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM right on my nightstand. If a cramp starts to hit me, the quick dissolving tablets go right to work, no water needed, and no groggy side effects. Just fast, effective relief that lets me get back to sleep, and I can sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Because real rest is all that matters. That is the best PED known to man. So do yourself a favor. Take back your night. Sounds like a movie. Take back your night and get the sleep your body needs. Pick up Highland's Leg Cramps PM today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys. And our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut.
Travis just fell. Again, he fell.
Don't miss Shinano and DeMarco on the call this Saturday for Rams preseason game number 2 on your home of Rams football, ESPN LA.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Water.
Aloha.
Hody, hody.
What
Ohio.
was the Senegalese hi?
Megadeth.
Megadeth.
Yeah. Sounds like Megadeth.
Metallica.
Okay, so I'm sure everyone saw this video that came out this weekend of a young, adorable child, baseball fan, that took it upon himself. Because you know how people will sometimes be in stadiums dressed up like the players.
Oh, the umpire kid?
Well, yeah, I was getting there.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Sometimes people in the audience will dress up like, players in their team, their favorite players, cleats and all. This kid aspires, loves the umpires. Wore the mask, the chest pad, everything to make him look like a little tiny umpire, okay? So, put yourself in the shoes of his parents. You, obviously, bought this stuff for this kid because the kid doesn't have any money because it's a kid. And you took him to the game and encouraged him, hey, you know what? I want you to follow your dreams and follow your role model out there. And you can act like you're an umpire out here in the stands. So my statement is, you would be okay raising an umpire.
How do you hate this?
Travis, Patrick Cap.
How do you hate this, Travis? It was so
I
cute.
think your job as a parent is to support and love and encourage your child no matter what.
Yes.
Unless that child wants to be an umpire.
Oh, come on.
And then it is your job to intervene with extreme prejudice and not let it happen. Because being an umpire is the worst thing a person can be.
Oh.
Umpires are the worst.
He could be a drug dealer.
I would rather him be a drug dealer than an umpire. Because an umpire, here's where we just completely lost our minds.
Right.
No, go play baseball. If you did want to go play baseball or basketball or soccer or whatever your sport is, go do that. And if you just love it so much that at the end of the time that you're playing is over, and that could be at 10, it could be at 15, it could be at 25. I don't know. We all have different skills.
Yes.
But to decide that, you know what, I want to go out there and do that, no. My kids could come to me with literally anything other than I would like to be an umpire. That's
What
awful.
do you got against umps?
They ruin everything.
They don't ruin everything.
That's what I have against
Pitch
umps.
better. He's just calling balls and strikes.
How
Out
about
and save.
that?
Come
I
on.
forget her name. The first woman that was the umpire.
Jen
yesterday.
Powell, I think.
The first pitch of the game is inside by a foot. Strike one. It's like, what are we doing
Look
here?
good
Get
to me.
out of here.
Look good to me.
Like, it wasn't. There's a box that tells you whether it's good or not, and she misses it by
It's
40
not out
feet.
there for her. It
Her
looked
first
good to
punch
her.
out. Her first punch out.
Oh, my
not
God.
a strike. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, I thought the kid was cute.
All right,
What's the
DeMarco,
question?
you would be okay raising an umpire.
In fact, I would be okay with raising an umpire. There's a lot worse things you can be. You can be the guys that stole the propane truck. That could be your kid.
But at
You
least
want
what
that
they
to be
do
your
is
kid?
kinda cool.
I'd rather have an umpire that screws it up versus that. Come on.
As long as they're not like Joe West, I guess, maybe.
Kasim, you'd be okay raising an umpire.
I'm not one to crush on a little one's dreams. You know, if they want to be an ump, let them be an ump. But
I hope both of your children become.
Oh, come on. I'd be just as proud. Let's go.
So Saturday in preseason, there was a feat that had never been done before. I'm going to play it for you. So this is the kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars. In a preseason game, he is about to attempt a 70-yard field goal.
Drill the ball. Holy smokes. They got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've never seen that. The NFL record. That would be an NFL record.
Into the first half. Holy smokes.
That's unbelievable.
It's an incredible kick, and shout out to Cam Little. And I hope he can do it in the regular season, but it does not count as a NFL record because it happened in preseason. My statement is, this should have been counted as an NFL record. It was an NFL field against NFL players. This should have counted as the record. DeMarco,
Cap. No, you got to do it in the regular season. Absolutely. No, this does not count. I feel bad for him. It's great. You got your name in the paper.
Yeah.
But that 3 points does not show up anywhere. Yeah, it does not count.
Then why are we even playing? Then why are we even playing at all?
He did it. That's good, but you got to do it in the regular season. That's how it goes. He knows that. I'm sure he does. But banging one from 70 out, that's awesome.
You can prove to yourself that you can do it. Travis?
Yes. It is a really cool moment. It is it's crazy to see on TV how far away he was when he kicked it. But of course it's not the record. Just like if you hit 5 home runs in a spring training game, it's a spring training game. It's not against, and your point, and what you said, it isn't an NFL field, but many of those guys are not NFL players, like regular season guys. The intensity is a little bit, it's not a real game.
True.
We play 17 real games. He's got the leg for it. Now he knows he's got the leg. Maybe Liam Cohen will let him try it.
20 real games to count playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, potentially.
In the bag.
But he's got the distance, he's got the accuracy, so maybe we'll see it, but absolutely
the longest I've ever seen with my eyes is 72.
In like warm-ups?
And that was Zerline. That's just him warming up.
Greg the leg.
But it came off so low, if you did that, it's blocked.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
You got to drive it.
I'll give him credit. It wasn't a game. You got it up over the line.
Okay, but
from
the thing
70,
is,
very impressive.
Yeah.
Here's my argument that they should count. These guys are on special teams in a preseason game. They are trying to make an NFL roster. They could make an NFL roster if they block a kick, okay? So maybe there's potentially more pressure on these guys to do better. They're going to try even harder.
The leading rusher and the leading passer gets cut.
Yeah, but that's the point. There is no pressure. It's a game that doesn't count. It is by definition unimportant.
Right.
It is. I understand that they're all trying to make it, but the game is called differently. That everything about it is a step below a real game. Great kick. Good job. No way.
I guess this should have counted.
I was going to say, they got to find a way to acknowledge it somehow. Obviously not in the record books, but
no.
Hopefully they let them attempt it sometime during the regular season.
I think that what it was, hey, Cam, good job, man. That was awesome.
We're doing it
Let's
now.
get back to practice on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an NFL rule that I want to run by you, maybe like at 11, that I think should be implemented in regards to kickers. And that's if you listen to the pregame and postgame show on the Rams, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, one last one for you guys. I saw a movie yesterday called Weapons. Scary movie. Incredible movie. If you are a fan of scary movies, it's a lot of jump scares, go see this movie.
About kids, right?
It's about kids. So basic log line is at 2:17 a.m., 17 kids from one classroom all left their homes by themselves and never came back. So that's the story.
Horror movies with
That's
kids
creepy.
freak me out. They do.
It's
Yes.
very creepy.
Yeah.
But in a point in a movie, me and other people that have watched this movie have pointed out on Twitter, 2 people are eating hot dogs. They're eating hot dogs for their dinner, and they have a little display. It looks amazing. Just got mustard on these hot dogs and carrots and ranch and little chips. The hot dogs there between 2 people, there are 7 hot dogs, right? One obviously has to eat 4, the other has to eat 3. So my statement is, if there's 7 hot dogs between 2 people, you would eat 4. Kasim, Factor Cap.
I'm going to go with 3. I don't know if I could take down 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
I'm with Kasim. Like I like hot dogs, and I like to think of hot dogs. I think I've told you this before, DeMarco.
Yeah.
As an appetizer to what we're going to have later. Like if I'm grilling.
Oh yeah.
And we got burgers or chicken or ribs or whatever on the grill, and we'll put some dogs on the top rack and we'll heat them up, and we'll eat them as we cook. But 3's more than enough. I don't need a 4th dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking 5. You better
we can
hurry
do
up.
5 and 2.
You
We can
better
do that.
hurry up. I used to love hot dogs, and if there's 7 between the 2 of us, you better get started quick. Yes,
Right,
more
that's
than
about
4.
to
Did you eat
Yes.
4 hot dogs?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think 3 is my max. 2 is
4
the average.
hot dogs is a lot of hot dogs.
Bro, hot dogs.
I feel like by the third one, it's like, let's hurry up and wrap this up.
2 is the correct number of hot dogs.
For you.
For me. For me. For
More.
you do you over
More,
there.
yes.
Yeah. It's Dodger game 1. Before they ruined them, 2.
Okay.
Now it's 1. Because
Wow.
you got to have a dog at the game.
Yeah, the weapons is about kids and scary stuff, right?
So yeah, I just explained the log
trailers
line.
look scary.
I'm not going to explain a lot because the
It'll
part
give
of
it
the
away?
movie is seeing how A to B to C.
Okay.
But the thing is, you open it up with at 2:17, 17 kids are gone from one classroom.
Freaky.
The only one kid shows up that day to class, and it's a 3rd grade class with a new teacher, and everybody else is gone.
I can't. You saw The Shining, right?
Huh?
The scariest part were those 2 little girls.
On the tricycle where Danny's riding his bike through the hallway?
Bruh, that always gets me. Yes.
Yeah. That movie is upsetting.
Yeah, yes. Sounds
there's
like
a
this
lot
one
going
is
on.
too. Yes.
I like The Shining and I like Stephen King things, but horror movies, generally speaking, miss me. Like
Okay.
I adventure, comedy, action, you got me. Historical kind of thing, but scary for scary's sake.
We're parents. We're scared enough.
This movie has the 3rd best opening weekend for an original film in the last 10 years.
Nice.
Top Gun Maverick, Happy Gilmore
Not
2.
original. Neither of those are original.
That's okay. That's what
but,
I like.
Behind Nope and Sinners.
Fact Cap is brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. You got a lot of choices in your legal team, but with Joe, family always comes first. If you get hurt in an accident, 213-747-2000. Put it in your phone right now. That's the law office of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000 and normandlegal.com. The NBA schedule, at least a very small portion of it, it is out. And guess what? The Lakers are on center stage. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call NextGen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions. Like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures. Until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Purple Wave Auction remains the trusted leader in online equipment auctions. What makes the difference is you. You are part of our growing global community that continues to trust Purple Wave with the equipment that builds and feeds America. This trust placed in us by our community, from construction to ag producers and fleet drivers, brings great equipment opportunities to their next owners. Join the Purple Wave community today. purplewave.com.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Soccer fans, this one is for you. It's the Soccer Dream Ticket presented by San Antonio Cardinal. Your chance to win an unforgettable trip for two. We're talking 2 tickets to the final match plus hotel and round-trip flights. Enter for your chance to win at soccerdreamticket.com. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine. What'd you do this weekend when you weren't at SoFi? We haven't really caught up yet.
Sunday was like, shopping, getting ready for Good Morning Football because I had to get up at like 2 in the morning.
Oh, I always forget about that part.
So I had to get everything done and then get to bed quick. So it was just kind of like a small
Did you get
family
a car
day.
again?
A who?
A car?
No, I drove this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, the car service only got me to here.
Oh.
I don't live here. I need to get home. So how do I get home? So this time I'm driving. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All
So
right.
Sunday was fun. What did you do?
I went on a very long walk yesterday morning.
Yeah?
Got a good sweat going. Thought I'd turn the corner with my back. Turns out I was wrong.
Okay.
A little not turning the corner.
Remember the heat?
The chair falling didn't help.
That didn't help.
Didn't help. Remember the
help.
heat that we gave one Chris Morales right here.
I did go to the doctor.
You need to go see a doctor.
I did.
You need to go see a chiropractor.
Yeah, I don't
You've
know
lost
about
a ton of weight.
I don't know.
I bet you're out of alignment.
Could be.
Could be.
I'm
you
gonna
sound
go,
like him.
I have an appointment for an orthopedist coming up, so
Yes.
I went to Doc in the Box, got my Toradol shot, helped for a couple of
Do
days.
you
and
not believe in the chiropractic arts? Do you not believe in
I'm
the
going to go
science?
see an orthopedist first.
That means he doesn't
Do
believe.
chiropractors go through medical school?
They go through chiropractic school.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying
It's
that
just different.
I'm going to go see an orthopedist.
I've known a lot of dudes that drop weight and they go see chiropractors and their pelvis is higher on one side. One foot's longer than the other.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Are you thinking about Travis's pelvis? Is that what is in your mind?
Hey, you have a back issue. You said it flared up when you walked. I bet you're out of balance.
It could be. But I'm going to go see an orthopedist. And if he says or she says, depending on the doctor, and after we exhaust all the drugs and surgery options, if that is the next thing, then I'll go do that.
Okay. All right.
You know what else I might try?
What?
Acupuncture.
Definitely try acupuncture.
I've done acupuncture. Have you ever done it?
Oh, my God. Left knee. Yeah, swear by it.
Dude,
I still do it.
Me too.
Yes.
I haven't done it in a long time, but I had a foot thing a million years ago.
Yes.
That I went to an orthopedist. They're like, yeah, man, this is a weird thing. I don't know. They blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't hurt. Went acupuncture. 2 acupuncture sessions.
Yes.
Gone.
I may try anything for it. The cupping.
I haven't done that.
Oh, man. That works too. Everything. If it works, if it makes you feel better, give me a shot. I'll try it. Yeah. Absolutely. Try the chiropractor, Travis. Try it. I
did something yesterday morning that I haven't done in a really long time. I went bonkers with a breakfast. Because I got back, I went for that really early, long walk.
Yes.
I walked for 3 hours at a halfway decent pace, right?
Yes.
I got back. I was so unbelievably hungry. I did 3 eggs, a giant steak, and 3 pieces of toast.
Good for you.
Just went
straight up
all
protein.
In. It
Yay.
was so good.
Protein's good. You need protein.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of butter, too.
A lot of butter? You're okay.
Butter in the
They say
pan,
butter's
butter
better
in the
than
pan.
oil.
Butter was great.
Yeah.
All right, Lakers open up their season against the Golden State Warriors on opening night. So there are 2 games on opening night. The first game are the defending champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, against one of their most famous alumni who is in a new spot. The Houston Rockets and Kevin Durant will play against Oklahoma City and the Thunder on opening night. That makes sense to me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Big star, new team,
Yep.
also a previous Thunder. Like you said.
Yep.
How long do you think that highlight package is going to be for him?
For KD?
Yes.
It's a good question. But he's been through there before. It's not like it's his first time back.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Game 2, again, there's only 2 games. Lakers Warriors.
Yes.
So the 2 old time, like LeBron James and Steph Curry, even though they are way past the halfway point of their career, LeBron is very near the end of his. Steph, quite frankly, is way closer to the end than he is the beginning.
True.
And they are still, I would argue, the 2 biggest draws in this entire
I don't
league.
know. Does Golden State have an heir apparent, a future? Because I know the Lakers
Not
are getting
like
started
this.
with their future.
No, they do not have the equivalent of a Luca Doncic.
Not yet.
No,
this could spur them on to do it. But yeah,
No.
this is like a rivalry renewed.
Yeah.
But now it's Luca's team to do it. Yes.
Yeah, but not Indiana, who was in the finals.
Yes.
Not another, Jokic team or an Ant team or a team that was in the West. It's the Lakers and Warriors, who were both pretty quick outs in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
But it's Steph and LeBron, and they're always going to get those.
And whatever the biggest drama point could be for the Thunder, they're like, they're scratching their heads like, what is the biggest point of drama that they could possibly do? Having KD see them get their rings on ring night is probably the biggest drama point. But even that, for the Thunder, you probably had to scratch your head and think about who you want them to match up against.
I heard something funny. It was about football. They said only Shedeur Sanders or the Sanders family could get you to care about a Browns-Panthers matchup. Right.
Pretty true.
And in basketball, I mean, like, the matchup that would get you to turn your head is probably Lakers-Golden State.
And this is why LeBron is still such an massive figure in not just the NBA landscape, but in the Laker landscape, because that's just a perfect representation of, even though he is not who he was at his peak, right? He's just a different player at this point. But he's still LeBron. He is still you said name an NBA player, I think most people would say LeBron James
first.
And even though he's the second best player on his own team at this point, he is still the most famous player in the league, and the league certainly understands that. That's why they're rolling him and Steph out on opening night.
Talking to George during the breaks, we were talking about Luca and this, what is it, the Euro Cup? What's he playing for over there?
Yeah.
Is it the Euro Cup?
I think that's what it's called, yeah.
Do these guys play hard? Oh, yeah. Do they care about it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big deal to them. So how is he playing? He looks great at the new weight. He looks very explosive at the new weight. So this leads me back into, because I don't know what LeBron is thinking because he hasn't really talked that much. But is he the second best player on the team? And is he cool with that? Because what if you get to the end of the year and LeBron is actually your leading scorer?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and you're doing great.
Yeah.
But he is your leading scorer. He's still that guy.
If they're winning a bunch of games and he's the leading scorer, then great. That's a win for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I know.
There's no downside to that scenario. Luca Donic at this place, based on nothing more than his age and what it is, Luca's the best player on this team. He does more things. Luca's the best player. It's close, but he's the best player. Whether he's okay with that, the second thing, we'll see.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. But I think he will be if they're winning. If he's been, I don't think he'll ever be marginalized. That's the wrong word. But if he is put to the side and they stink or they're just mediocre, I do not think he will respond well to
Probably not. You can't put anything past LeBron. Like, what if he has one of the best seasons of anybody in the NBA? That's also a possibility.
Second team All-NBA last year.
You never know.
It's not crazy.
Yes, but either way, this is what I mean. I like the schedule coming out. It puts more pressure on the team to be good, and it kind of puts all this. If there is any hard feelings, it puts them to the side because you will be exposed. You're going to be out there on national TV to begin the whole thing. So you have to come together fast. You don't have time to worry about who's the best, who's getting more love, all that stuff. You have to worry about winning.
The basketball portion of it, the feelings part, I don't know. We'll see. The basketball part of this, I don't worry about LeBron because LeBron's never going to go on a basketball court and embarrass himself. He's he's too good of a player. B, and I mean this as a compliment, he's too egocentric to allow himself to James Harden this thing and just float through
I don't think he's going to screw it up.
He's never going to do that.
No, but if he has a run of like a selfish streak and he winds up scoring 35 points a game, I would ride with that. I'd let that go. But it's so funny. Like, you saw The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. I thought if before I saw that, I thought Pippen and Jordan were best friends. I had no idea there was heat there. That still surprises me and disappoints me at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know if you
can be successful and not be on the same page.
I don't know if you can be best friends with Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't.
But
think
I didn't know
Michael,
that.
Yeah, I don't think Michael needs to be in charge of all things at all times.
Or you can't be great and be best friends with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You can't be attempting to be on his level.
Can you be? Can LeBron be best friends with Luca if Luca is playing better than he is?
Probably not, but they don't need to be.
Right.
Yeah, they just need to get along on the basketball court.
Just get along there, right.
And by the way, I don't think that under the scenario that you're talking about, I don't think they'd be mortal enemies either.
No,
I think it would just be one of these. Look, LeBron James, for his entire existence, has never been on a basketball team where he wasn't the best player until now.
Right.
Or at least the possibility
Still
of that
hasn't
being true.
happened yet.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. But at least there's not only a possibility, but maybe even a likelihood that that might be true. That's going to take an adjustment. That's a real adjustment for him.
Okay, so this is funny. Larry Fitzgerald was, I think we tried to retire him at least 5 years before he actually
You're
retired.
right about that.
So I went up to Larry and said, "Are you retiring this year?" And he looked me square in the face and said, "Why do people keep asking me that? Do I look like I lost a step?" And I'm like, "No. I thought it was just time for you to retire."
Didn't he play 20 years?
Forever. Yeah. Forever.
He's actually never officially retired.
Right. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what, do you want me out of the league? No, it's not that. It just seemed like you're right. But like LeBron, like you said, that he's clearly the second best player on this team, or at least that's the thought process.
Yeah.
But that actually hasn't happened yet.
You're right.
That's what I mean.
You're right.
So if you ask LeBron, "Hey, you're the second best," well, why would you say that?
Yeah,
Look what I did last year.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think we're anticipating it
Right,
more than the reality of it. Because I think last year they were equals.
Yes.
I don't think that LeBron was a lot better than Luca, but
Or
I don't think
vice versa.
Luca was a lot better than LeBron.
Right.
Yeah.
So we still have to decide that. It's just, I guess, the formalities of it, and the future is set. You know your direction. But as far as who's the best on the court, yet to be determined.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just saw this. ESPN just tweeted this out. Not Luca and LeBron, but another teammate of them. Rui Hachimura was in Japan, and he was at doing off-season workouts with sumo wrestlers at the Kisei stable. And that's I've seen them do the workouts with, like, Michael Parsons and stuff. That seems insane. Would you ever do that, DeMarco?
Hell no. No. Have you seen those guys train? It's brutal.
I've never seen the training, no.
Oh, it's vicious. It's brutal. And they don't treat the young guys nicely.
Okay.
Right. It's really, really brutal.
You're just talking about the physicality of the training?
The physicality, how much they eat, how they train. Yeah, it's pretty violent. There's some great documentaries on it. It's wild. But I assume it's all strength training.
Yeah. We just see some pictures of him doing some, like, poses that sumo wrestlers do.
Okay.
Rui, at least just from a physical standpoint, just his physique, that's like the perfect basketball body.
Yes.
Like, he's big, he's strong, he's not skinny, he's not heavy, he's just explosive. Like, whatever he's done to get to this point, let's do more of that. Like,
True. Whether
he makes shots or not against rebound, but, like, you never thought, hey, he should be in better shape. Rui's jacked.
But if you go there and you're button heads trying to move a sumo wrestler, when you get on the floor against the average basketball player, you're either not going to move or you're going to move that guy.
I love when you see, like, those guys that under any circumstances would be considered big guys, right? Like, you're a big guy, I'm a big guy. You would have far better chance because you understand leverage and things like that. But when you see a big guy go up against a sumo guy and they just like go, boom, like, you're not going anywhere.
Bro, I just chop you in the kneecap. That dude is huge. But I didn't know he was over there training. Is there a video of him getting thrown around?
I've only seen pictures. I can see if there's video.
Oh, I got to see this. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Yes.
All right, a little more update on Matthew Stafford. That is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys, and our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut.
2nd and 9, Bennett in the gun, drops back, fires over the middle, it's caught, and running into the end zone for a touchdown is Cody Schrader out of the backfield.
Don't miss Shinano and DeMarco on the call this Saturday for Rams preseason game number 2 on your home of Rams football, ESPN LA.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense. Use Thrive and protect your business.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Fantasy football fans, this is your moment. The ESPN LA Fantasy Draft Party is back at HPC. That's Hollywood Park Casino. Thursday, August 28th with Sedano and Cap. Live at 3 and the draft kicking off at 6. Reserve your League of 8 right now at ESPNLA.com. Prizes all season long thanks to Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party, and Play.
Were you not impressed with Shador?
I was.
No, you were. You weren't.
Yeah.
No, who was it?
Yeah.
Who looked funny?
Preseason game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Preseason game.
It didn't look too big for him.
No.
Yeah. He handled it as well as you can handle it.
That, of all the things with Shedeur Sanders,
yes,
that's the part I worry about the least. That guy has been in the center of a very bright light for almost all of his football career.
True.
Him being put on center stage, like that was not my concern. Is whether he's good at it or not. And he did the thing that I think you're hoping to do. It looked right. Like, was it great? I don't know, but it didn't look terrible.
You got him into the end zone.
Yeah,
I mean, you
twice.
did your job. There were some other guys. Russell Wilson started. I mean,
yeah,
that goes back
Burrow.
to Cleveland. Like, you could have started Flacco if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's just weird how they did the reps with him. So if he is that good, and he looked pretty good, and what I told you, I heard from camp, he looked better than all of their quarterbacks. Then why was he running at 4?
Mm-hmm.
And then why was it a shock thing that you started him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't understand the whole Cleveland Browns thought process right now. It doesn't make sense.
I was just going to say, if it were anybody other than Cleveland, I would chalk it up to I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
But Cleveland doesn't know what they're doing.
Clearly.
So it's just one of those, they're a circus. Like, they don't know what's up. It would have been like, you know what? Not anymore because it's changed a lot, but the Clippers under Donald Sterling would do stuff like, what are they? Well, they're the Clippers. They just do stupid stuff, and it doesn't make any sense to try to figure it out as a fool's errand.
It defies belief. Like the Giants started Russell Wilson, and then they brought in Jackson Dart, who looked pretty good. So I was thinking of when I was watching Jackson Dart, you've got Russell, him, and then Jameis Winston. One of those vets is going.
Yeah.
Because he looked at least credible.
Yeah, you don't need both of those guys on the team.
So the first thought was, I bet they keep Jameis and let Jackson Dart start. Because if you can get similar play for less money, you'd probably do it. But then I was corrected. They're going with Russell early, so that means Jameis is probably out of there. So that's one thing. You're getting Jackson Dart ready for the future. Then you look at what Tennessee did. Cam Ward is the future.
Yeah.
Let him play now.
Yeah.
Let him play as much as he needs to get him comfortable. And I thought he looked the best out of all those young quarterbacks of the weekend.
Should he not? He was the number one pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He is, I think, from a technique standpoint, the way he stands in the pocket, the way he delivers the football, I think he's at least a year or two ahead of these guys that are coming out.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to throw cold water on Ward or Sanders or anybody else, Stetson Bennett, but the preseason, like you talked about, it's just so vanilla. It's just so base that you can only look bad, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like if you do what Sanders did, if you do what Bennett did, if you do what Ward did, it's like, yeah, okay, that looked pretty good. Great. Like that's what it should look like.
Okay.
But if you go out there against base vanilla stuff, against guys that are competing to make a team or are very unlikely to make a team, and you look like garbage, that is a red flag.
That's what I agree with.
Yeah.
You go out there versus a vanilla defense and you're throwing picks.
Right.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. You're definitely not going to be here. Like, playing well should be expected of all young guys. They're not going to make adjustments.
Just be competent.
Most of the throws are going to be there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is complete them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, think back a couple years ago. We saw Kenny Pickett look amazing in preseason, and then Kenny Pickett is below average.
He's Kenny Pickett. It doesn't mean that you're going to be Joe Montana, but if you look awful, I think that's one of those, okay, well, let's go back to the basics and see where we got it.
I got torched by Ryan Leaf in the preseason.
Did you really?
Dude, I think he threw for 400 yards. This is back in the old days when they let him go.
Yeah.
He absolutely killed us.
This is when he was in San Diego?
In San Diego. And I'm like, this dude's going to be pretty good. And then turns out he wasn't.
Yeah,
but you never know. Right.
Second pick in the draft. He was a talented guy.
Super
it's
guy.
just that
Yes.
he was a complicated guy.
Yes.
Let's use that word.
No
There
doubt.
are other words you could choose from. Speaking of quarterbacks, Sean McVay said that Matthew Stafford did not end up practicing today as expected because he didn't feel good enough coming into today. The Rams opted for a more cautious approach. Quote, we're going to be flexible and fluid. Okay.
Let him work through it. Yes.
That optimistic is, he's Matthew Stafford. He'll be okay. He'll be there week one. That's the optimistic. The pessimistic is he had one workout on a Saturday and Monday morning he's still not feeling right. That's not good news.
You would like to have him practicing by now. Like
Yeah.
I said, it's not the end of the world, but it's not nothing either. It's a concern because if it comes up again, and it probably will during the regular season, you're going to point back to this right here.
If a workout was enough to get him to, I don't want to say take a step back, but at least not take a step forward, what happens the first time somebody squares him up and smokes him?
You know, for me, it's not him being hit. It's it's the torque on his body.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even McVay said this when he first got Matthew Stafford. He's going to have the same arm injuries as most major league pitchers because of how he throws it. He puts a lot of torque. When I hear you talking about Tiger and how Tiger swings, it plays hell on your back.
Sure.
Same thing with Stafford. It may not be a hit. He could just uncork one and tweak it. That's just how it goes. That's what Bob. That's what's
really
scary.
Because at least theoretically you could game plan around getting hit, or he could make decisions. I'm just getting rid of the ball. Like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady at the end of their careers, nobody got to hit those guys.
Yes,
because they never held the ball long enough.
Right.
If somebody wasn't open, dirt it. Right. Just next play. Matthew Stafford, maybe he can add that to his game, but he's got more of a I'll take one for the team kind of attitude, and I don't need that.
I think it was San Fran last year. He was on the right hash, and he threw one sidearm to the opposite side of the field, and he threw it on a frozen rope. And I'm like, I think he may have thrown his arm out, and I think he went 0 for 7 in his his next 7 passes.
Oh, really?
And then he started to figure it out, and he slowly came back. But that could be what you're dealing with. One throw, one tweak, and then it's not the same until it kind of calms down.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about that anymore. If he could just have a setback, just throwing the ball on an out or something like that.
Not to make you not to scare anyone. I'm just telling you how weird football is. Remember Todd Gurley? Of course we do. Todd Gurley got hurt in that Monday night game versus Kansas City. Right, and he was never the same. That's one tackle. One tackle, the guy went down on the back of his legs, and something happened.
Was that the same knee that he had trouble with coming into the league?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One little crazy thing happens, and then boom, it's bad.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen. But
I'm
there may be
out.
No,
there may be
don't be bummed out.
emergency
It just happens. Yeah,
needing. So I saw this happen on Saturday. Ray Davis, who is a running back for the Buffalo Bills, kicked a field goal for the Buffalo Bills because their kicker was having some injury issue. Okay. And it was an emergency kicker situation. And it got me thinking, so you know how in hockey there's an emergency goalie in the arena at all times that could play for either team. So it could play they're just there in case the goalies get hurt and they can't play. I think that there should be an emergency kicker in every stadium at all times in the NFL that can go run in and kick. What do you guys think?
Wow.
What's weird, I want to go back to the beginning of the premise of this because this is fascinating to me. NHL teams carry 2 goalies. There's not a third goalie. So if both of your goalies get hurt, they literally pull a guy out of the stands.
Yes.
Now, he's there to play in the event of this. That it doesn't happen more often is kind of remarkable.
How do you lose 2 goalies, though?
I mean, think about it. It could happen. You lose 2 quarterbacks.
I know. I mean, anything could happen, but
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
It doesn't happen a lot.
True.
They and they don't get hit a ton, but it could happen.
Yeah.
The way those guys are up and down, and it could happen. And they could play for either team, which is weird.
Crazy.
Like they're there to fill in for either of these teams that may happen. The idea of a emergency kicker.
Wow.
Because typically it would be your punter, would be your emergency kicker.
That would be your next guy.
And maybe somebody that kicked in high school like Ray Davis or something like that.
Yeah, and then also I know for the Texans, Agumba Wale has kicked before and
kicked
as a
one.
running back.
Yeah. Doug Flutie could kick a little bit.
Justin Reed has kicked before.
Yeah.
But I do like this. Like, there's just some guy that's sitting there like, hey, maybe if you need me, I'll go out there and try to – and you would – 30 yards might be the long range of that. But that would be amazing.
That actually makes more sense. But you can't activate a guy off practice squad, could you? Because actually,
do they carry an extra kicker on the practice squad?
Because some teams do for older kickers.
Yeah.
Because you need to save the leg. So this is my camp leg.
Okay.
Or my practice leg, and let him kick the field goal. So I wonder if you can do that.
I think this is more fun. I think that Joe in row 40,
you're up.
A.
Wow.
Yeah, you're up. But it's also a guy has to register as it's not just a random person being the emergency kicker. Because in hockey, it's somebody who has previously played
out
hockey
of the stands and line him up for a 70.
How about this?
Right.
How about this? That if you want to be creative, instead of using the emergency kicker, we will give you additional points if you use an offensive lineman. Like if
you
all
get
of a sudden,
4 points?
like instead of 3, you get 4. Instead of 1, you get 2.
I like that.
Like if all of a sudden it's like, hey, we got a chance on like a 17-yard field goal here.
Yes.
Okay, a short one that we think we can make. We can get 4 if we let Rob Havenstein kick it.
Heck yeah.
We can get 5 if you let, I don't know who, Bo Limmer kick it or whatever it is.
Let Frankenstein
Let's
kick
do
it. No doubt.
Because you're down 3, you'd go to overtime otherwise. I think the Chiefs would do something like this. The Chiefs are always the most creative team out there, but I really think that we should have like MLS players from every team go to a game and just be there.
I don't want an MLS guy because those guys would likely succeed. I want something goofy, like a high school kicker.
You want some danger up
Yeah,
there. You're not sure how this is going to go.
The chance of, oh my God, what just happened?
Right.
I want that. Like an MLS kicker would probably make a short kick.
I bet the NFL starts to mine the MLS for place kickers.
That's where they found Brandon Aubrey, right?
But because of the new kickoff rule. Ball manipulation is everything. The Patriot that returned it all the way.
Yeah.
So the kicker did the exact wrong thing you're supposed to do. You're being taught. You can't hang it up, and it can't be on a direct shot. So if that guy's got a running start, you're not going to get it. So ball manipulation. It's got to hit and go somewhere. Hit and go somewhere to slow it down. If not, he's going to hit it on a dead run.
Interesting.
So all these guys we talked to, the soccer guy, street soccer.
Oh, yeah.
All these dudes that can manipulate the ball through the air, you may have a job. It may be kickoff guy.
Span the roster like 80 guys. Let's just get nothing but specialists.
And I'll tell you, they'll get paid more than they do with the MLS.
Just saying, yes.
Right? All right, I got 2 names for you that could be the difference between the Dodgers winning the World Series and not. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Take me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Waba Grill. Keeping it real every day for you.
Slow drain, dips in water pressure? Call the experts at NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Get your stubborn drain working again with NextGen's expert drain clearing for just $88. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com. CSLB number 1011173.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mace, we sit you down and we say, hey, this is the future. This is our plan. We're going to let you go out gracefully, but we got to start pivoting.
Yes.
Are you not going to embrace that person?
Of course I am.
Okay.
No,
you're not going to throw diva tantrums.
I'll be at the press conference.
Okay.
And I'll make sure.
Because that's what you do when that time has come. Do you literally want to work here till you lose a step and die?
Professor! Sports graffiti!
Well, if that's what ends up happening, then we might have to have the conversation without you wanting it.
No, I've always said I'm not retiring. I'm not going to. You will ease me gracefully into retirement at some point.
I'm not retiring, but I do need to be done by 3:30.
Mason and Ireland, coming up today at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
There, Kershaw. Can you imagine a day without him pitching for the Dodgers?
I think you're going to see it next year.
You think so?
I do. I think this is it.
That's the end of an era.
And not because he's been anything other than he's been really good this year. But it's a weird conversation. What is his role in this team in the postseason, assuming the health of the other guys?
I don't know, man. I mean, I
either.
don't know where you pitch him.
I don't either.
Yeah. Even if he's playing to the best of his ability right now, where does that put him with the other 4 or 5 guys?
He's clearly fifth.
Yeah.
Like where he is right now, he's pitching well. But is he better than Ohtani?
Nope.
Is he better than Yamamoto?
Nope.
Snell?
Nope. Not right now.
Glasnow?
No. I hope he's there, but no.
No, he's not. Like he's clearly the fifth guy. Okay, so if you're not going to start 5 guys in the playoffs, and you're almost certainly not, what's his role? You want him in a high leverage late inning situation?
Dave, you got to find a spot for him somewhere. Maybe try. I don't know.
Okay, here's what's crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm virtually certain he will be on the roster because of who he is.
You cannot leave him off the roster.
I agree with you.
Yes,
I agree with you. But roster construction in the postseason is incredibly vital. Like you're going to use all of these guys, and if you're just using one because you don't want to not use one on him, that's a choice.
I mean, he was there last year, wasn't he?
No, he was not.
He was present, just went on the roster.
He was present, but he was not on the roster. He was unavailable to play.
I would take that one. I would put him on my roster. If that cost me a World Series, I would live with it. I know it's hard, but I would live with it.
Yeah,
I would. I got to have him on there.
The good news is he's pitched really well, but you're going to use him in middle? Like there's no way because you need guys to strike guys out at the end. This kind of brings me to what I wanted to get into. I really do think that there are 2 people that are the difference between the Dodgers having a chance to win the World Series and having a good chance to win the World Series. Right now, they have a chance to win the World Series. Here's how they win the World Series. Their starting pitching is lights out, and they go bonkers on offense. They score a bunch of runs, and their starting pitchers pitch into the 6th inning on a regular basis.
Yes.
Okay? If they don't figure out the back end of the bullpen, if they don't have comfortable, fat leads, they're going to be in a weird spot. Look at what happened yesterday. Blake Trinan has not looked good. He was the guy that we were all kind of crossing our fingers, hoping when he get back he would look good, and he would be the highest of the high leverage guys. Mm-hmm. He has not looked good. I think he's the first name. The other one is Tanner Scott. Mm-hmm. They spent a bunch of money, gave him a 4-year deal that's very un-Dodger-like. Not the bunch of money part, but the long-term deal for a reliever is very unusual for how the Dodgers operate, and he has not lived up to expectations. If those guys pitch like they can pitch, their chances go from a chance to a very good chance, and so far, not so good.
So boat race or bust? We got a
I don't know if it needs to be I hear what you're saying.
Or bust.
I don't know if it needs to be a boat race, but it can't be a one-run game over and over and over again. They just don't have a bunch of last year, Kopech, one-run game, you feel pretty good. Last year, Phillips, one-run game, you feel pretty good. Last year, Trinan, one-run game, you feel pretty good. Now it's like, all right, we got to get – and Oral said this, and I'm stealing a lot from Oral today. When you got to bring in 4 guys to get to the end of the line, the odds of all 4 of them being good are not great. If I'm only going to bring in 1 or 2, I got a much better chance of getting through that. And their starters are going to pitch into the 6th inning more often than not, the way that they've looked so far. But man, those 2 guys have to be not just available, but they have to be the best versions of themselves, and they go from a team to the team.
And that's true, it is. But that would lead me to believe that the handcuffs on Shohei are coming off.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like regardless of what it does medically.
I think so.
Yes. Like you need your starters to go deeper.
They should.
There's no other choice. Right. I'm with you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, if they got a chance to win the World Series, and if the difference is we're going to push him an extra 15 or 20 pitches, push him.
Okay, so if you're Dave and you had to, I'm not ready to be done with this. If you had to shove him in somewhere,
Kershaw, you mean?
Kershaw, where would you do it? If you had to, you had no other choice. He's on your roster. I got to use him, but can't start him. So where would you put him?
This is a weird role.
I thought you said piggyback on show.
But you can't. That's the answer.
Yes.
But you can't, and it can't just be Shohei. It can't just be on the day he pitches. What he's there for is to pitch in the event that one of your 4 guys has a bad day. Because you think about Flaherty last year.
Yes.
Right? Flaherty was either really good or not very good at all. Right? He was either a guy that's like, hey man, that guy's dealing, or we got to go get him in the 2nd inning.
Like in the deciding game of the World Series, right? Wasn't he pitching that night?
I think you're right. And
glorified long man?
He's the guy that if you have to take your starter out in the 2nd or 3rd inning, he's the guy that comes in
role.
first.
I think that's a great role. What's the downside of that?
Or if Glasnow wakes up with a cough.
Yes. Glasnow insurance.
Yeah.
Which everybody should.
Yeah. I think that's the role, because he doesn't strike guys out the way that he used to.
Mm-hmm.
So swing and miss in the late innings is almost a must. He doesn't have a ton of that. What he does have is he doesn't walk anybody. That's important.
And he battles.
And he battles like crazy. But here's the other. I can hear Morales probably screaming from the other room. October Kershaw is different. He is. And I hate saying it out loud, but October Clayton Kershaw is not April through September Clayton Kershaw.
You're not depending on him.
I agree.
The entire year. This is different.
Totally agree. It's a different ramp up to it.
Yes.
But October's October, and he has had varying degrees of success and varying degrees of failure in October.
Right, but it's like from the start of the season to October and you're disappointed. This is a little bit, it's not the month of October that makes him bad.
It's not the month. It is the situations. It's the stakes. It's the pressure. It's the opponents. It's all of it.
Okay.
It's not just that the 10th month of the year freaks him out. It's happened too often to just chalk it up to, it happens to everybody.
It's a real thing.
He is one of the best pitchers ever. And
Until
he is
October.
not in October.
Look, even if it's the wrong choice, he's on that postseason roster. You cannot take him off.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I really don't think you can. If they do, by the way, that is
you better win it.
Cold. You're right about that.
You better win the whole thing.
Okay, let's. You and I both we both agree that he's going to be on the team.
Yes.
Let's say you don't. Is it an outrage? I don't think it is.
Probably not an outrage. I would feel bad for him.
Would you? And I'm not saying it would come down to this guy or that guy, but would you rather have a Michael Kopech, who has really not pitched very much this year, but is healthy at the end? You don't quite know what's coming out of that bullpen with him, or Clayton Kershaw on the roster.
Oh gosh.
And
I'd rather have Kopech.
And that's kind of what it's going to come down to.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Jack Dreyer, right? A stretch it out kind of guy, a left-handed guy, get you here, or Clayton Kershaw. It sounds crazy to ask it like that, but I don't think it's a crazy question.
Well, let me ask another comparison question. So that the glorified long man we just described, who else would that be if not for
Kasparius
Kershaw?
Or Dreyer?
Okay, so between those two guys, give me Kershaw then.
One of those two guys?
Well, not Kasparius.
Yeah, Kasparius is on the team.
Not Kasparius. Yeah. Then, yes.
Now, here's the other thing.
Oh, boy.
Okay. In your scenario, you want Kershaw in Jack Dreyer's role. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. You can't pitch him back-to-back days. You can pitch Jack Dreyer on back-to-back days. You could probably in a 7-game series.
I would want to be Dave.
In a 7-game series,
Yes.
you could pitch Dreyer 2 or 3 times. You are not pitching Clayton Kershaw 2 or 3 times in a 7-game series.
Dude has done everything
that's why it's so hard.
He's done everything he can to be a part of this. And you're going to get to the October and say, no.
So
you can't do that.
One of my favorite baseball phrases is, and I've heard Dave say this with my own 2 ears. These things tend to take care of themselves. That by the time you get to this decision, it will become obvious.
Of course,
where somebody else will not be in there and all these things. And perhaps this thing will take care of itself.
Yes.
But it is not an easy decision. And what made it so hard is Kershaw has been so much better than I think anybody thought he would be this year.
If it does take care of itself, I hope it's the way Emily described, that it's glass taking a powder. Of all the guys that we just mentioned, he would be the one, like, if he's out.
I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. DeMarco, he wasn't very good yesterday, only he was still pretty good. Like, that's not as good as he can be is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
And he still gave them pitch deep into the game, only gave up a couple of runs. Like, that guy's B-level stuff is still super high.
But I want Sho to pitch. I want Yamamoto to pitch.
Yep.
I want Blake Snell to pitch.
No, it was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
So if I could pick one, it would probably be him to replace with Kershaw. That's the thing. That's the only one.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Glass in there, but if I had to, it would be him.
He's good, DeMarco.
I know. It's all bad. This is a no-win for Dave Roberts, and you may wind up leaving him off your postseason roster.
I'm with you, though. I don't think they will, but you can see it from here. Like, there's a scenario where his role is just there isn't one.
You got the honorary all-star.
You don't need fifth starters.
I know.
And that 25th I think they get 26 in the playoffs. I think they give you one more guy for the playoffs. That guy's going to play.
True.
That guy's going to be an important player. He's going to get a big at-bat. He's going to pitch a big inning. Like, that isn't just we're not going to use him anyway.
No,
you can do that during the regular season occasionally, not in the playoffs.
Now, here's the other side. Here's a vote for the other way. If he doesn't play this October, it's not going to affect his Hall of Fame status.
Oh, no.
So it's not going to hurt him. It's going to hurt his feelings, but it won't hurt him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, he could have quit 5 years ago and watched. He'd be in the Hall of Fame by now.
You're throwing him off the building, but there is a net down there.
We will be, speaking of all of this Dodger stuff, we're going to be broadcasting live August 14th, 9 to noon at Legends Attic in Claremont for the biggest autograph signing yet. All-star catcher and 2-time World Series champion Will Smith will join us. Plus, Oral is going to be there. He's going to bring along some special guests, as he always does. The incredible art of Dave Hobrick. So get your tickets right now, legendsattic.com. Do not miss it. It is this Thursday, August 14th at Legends Attic in Claremont, presented by Fanatics. You mentioned I'm excited to see you. Oh, what do we got?
I got a surprise.
Oh.
Last man standing for
Will
you
Chamberlain.
all. Okay, we were talking about great pitchers, including Clayton Kershaw. But one great pitcher, Justin Verlander, joined an exclusive club this past weekend. He now is in the 3,500 strikeout club.
Yep.
Okay, there are only 10 people who have reached this pinnacle, and he's I believe he's the only active player.
Yeah, Scherzer's just short.
Exactly.
Scherzer's
So
3,400
Scherzer's not in
and
it.
some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the other
3,500 strikeouts?
Who are the other 9 guys that have 3,500 strikeouts? I'm going to start with Trav.
Nolan Ryan.
Yes, he is the number 1 leader in strikeouts in baseball. DeMarco.
Unit.
Who is that?
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
He is number 2.
Okay.
Kassim.
I'm out.
Pitches
Great.
for who?
Good one. Who is I'm out? Okay, Travis.
Tom Seaver.
Tom Seaver is on the list. DeMarco.
Rocket? Roger Clemens?
Roger Clemens is on the list.
All right. Okay.
Travis.
Steve Carlton.
Steve Carlton is on the list. DeMarco.
Oh, my God. Strikeout pitcher, strikeout pitcher, strikeout pitcher. Oh, my goodness. I have no idea. I have no idea. Wait. Hold on. Pedro?
No, Pedro's not on the list.
What?
You got unlucky.
Yeah.
Because if the order had been backwards, my next guess would have been
Pedro. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so your next guess would have been Pedro.
Is
So
it
here,
Walter Johnson is
Walter
in there?
Johnson is number 9
Yeah.
on the list, right above Justin Verlander, I think by like 4 strikeouts.
Okay.
So Verlander will pass him, presumably.
Who'd we miss?
So here's the entire 1 through 10. Number 1 was Nolan Ryan. Number 2 was Randy Johnson. Number 3 was Roger Clemens. 4 was Steve Carlton. 5 was Bert Blevin.
Bert Blyleven.
Blyleven.
You know what? I forgot. He pitched like 30 years.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 was Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
7 was Don Sutton.
All of a
Don
sudden.
Sutton with the perm.
Okay.
Yeah.
8
R.I.P.
8 was Gaylord Perry.
Oh, okay.
That's cheating.
And then 9 was Walter Johnson.
There you go.
Nice. Gaylord Perry. You don't have Gaylord Perrys anymore, do you?
Well, at least not that we're doing it the way he did it.
This is true, yes.
Like he would make Emily, do you have any idea what he's talking about
Gaylord
with
Perry?
Gaylord Perry?
His name?
No. So Gaylord Perry basically threw spitballs.
Yes.
Which are illegal. And he would do this entire like dance on the mound where he'd touch his cap, he'd lick his fingers, he'd touch his behind, he'd touch his belt, he'd adjust like he was
somewhere on there. He's loading up his fingers.
You can go to your mouth under certain circumstances if it's cold or whatever, but you have to wipe it on your pants. If you go to your hat, you have to there's all these ways to load up baseballs. It's like Major League. You put snot on the ball.
Yes.
With Harris. That was Gaylord Perry, the guy that would load up the ball. And no, nobody really does that
was
anymore.
Was he the guy with the file?
That was
another guy. Okay.
I think that was a Necro.
Phil Necro.
I think it was Joe Necro. I
Joe
think it was
Necro
the brother.
with the file when they checked him and he threw it.
He threw it off his head, and the umpire's sitting there like this, and he goes,
come on.
Yeah, it was kind of slick
There
how he
you
tried
go.
to throw it to the side.
It
You're like,
was.
empty your pockets, and he goes, whoop, throws it over there, and like, wait, what? Yeah.
Got busted by a cop.
That was
throwing away a
fun,
joint.
guys loading up the ball.
That's a great list. 35 hundo, Verlander.
Only 10, getting into rarefied air.
And I think Scherzer's like 44.
Yeah, he's close.
That's the kings of the era. Verlander, Kershaw, Scherzer. Is one more?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Those
Just
three
those
guys are in a different
Your
category.
boy is I didn't know he was historically good.
Which boy?
Skeens.
Oh, yeah. I've been trying to tell you.
God.
No. Whatever you want.
Yes.
Whatever you want. I will give it to you if I get Paul Skeens.
Who were they comparing? They were comparing him to Roger Clemens.
Yeah. No,
oh, my God.
He's
okay.
like that.
Was that you?
Yeah.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. We're going to bring up Roger Clemens again in next segment in Hot and Cold.
That's my Roger Clemens impression. That's coming up next. It's Hot and Cold, 710. ESPN.
Up next on ESPN LA.
More of LA's mega sports station and LA Sports Talk.
The 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block, made possible by Next Gen Air and Plumbing.
Got a clog? Call NextGen for their $88 drain cleaning special.
Visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Tell them ESPN LA sent you.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Hey, it's John Ireland. If you've been searching for an energy drink that actually works without the crash or junk, look no further than Pro Baller Energy. Made with clean ingredients and natural caffeine, it gives you a smooth, focused boost, whether you're at work, on the golf course, or just need a pick-me-up. It's energy you can feel good about, and the limited edition Lakers can makes it even better. Find Pro Baller at Costco, Amazon, and select convenience stores today. Try it and see why champions choose clean energy.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
coming up today at 3 p.m.
You know that now the airlines are starting to put in a tip option for the flight attendants?
Really? Come on.
When they ask if you want to buy something like a drink or snack or whatever, and they swipe your card on like an iPad thing, now they flip the screen to you and ask you if you want to leave the flight attendant a tip.
Okay. If a flight attendant asked me for a tip,
Right.
where honestly, like if you bring your phone on a Frontier flight, they charge you like $100 just to carry your phone on the plane.
Waters aren't even free.
If they ask me for a tip on Frontier, at this point I'm saying I'm making a stand.
No.
The answer is no
I
tip.
can say I've thankfully never flown Frontier.
Yeah, I've flown
they
it
said
once.
now a lot of the other
Wasn't
airlines
good.
are starting to do it too because
That's
of it.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Please
dude.
pull that drop. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show on ESPN LA.
It's time for Who's Hot and Who's Cold.
You're as cold as ice. Thanks to our friends at NextGen. NextGen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing of SoCal sports fans.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com.
We do it every day at 12:30 p.m. on the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Time for Who's Hot and Who's Cold. Thanks to NextGen. Right now.
Aloha.
Buenos
Hody.
dias.
Can I have a moment of silence?
Oh, what happened?
No.
I have broken another pair of readers.
Wow.
This would be like...
Are those like CVS $5 a pair readers?
Yeah, I could go to the drawer, grab
Do
another
they
one.
literally go in the can right now?
How'd you break them?
They just break.
Did you not see him snap the mic off in half the other day? Were you not here for that?
I don't think I was
It's pretty
here.
strong over there.
Dang it.
Don't know your own
Straight
strength.
into the can, or do you try to salvage them?
You know what? Let me see. Did it break?
If the plastic
Yeah, this is
broke,
gone. This
yeah,
is not
those
salvageable.
are
I
trash.
tried, yes. I'll just go buy another pair.
Travis in the break was showing us pictures of Gaylord Perry
Yeah.
when he was, that's his last name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he was pitching, and it almost looks as old as you, Travis.
Oh.
So what's hot is
Dang.
Achilles. Okay, so
He probably could sit in a chair without falling on the ground, so you
Right.
probably got
Yes.
something there.
so on Saturday there was the old timers game for the Yankees, and had
man.
basically a love for the Yankees were playing some, some baseball. They might have taken it a little too seriously.
You think?
So Roger Clemens was on the Yankee call, and he talked about how something terrible happened to Mariano Rivera. So this is Roger Clemens with the Yankee broadcast.
It was a fun day until we just heard about Mariano. Mariano hurt his Achilles.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I've done that. That's not
Was
good.
it hitting?
I don't know what was going on.
He was
we
in the
all thought it
outfield.
was a hamstring, and
boy.
but I think it's a little worse than that.
Did it pop? You think?
I think so.
Oh,
He tore his
I
Achilles.
think he's at the hospital now.
Oh, this is not a joke?
Yeah,
No.
unbelievable.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2:00.
No, during the Yankees old timer game, and they were like playing a game.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
A punchline.
Rivera was in the
no.
outfield, and he tried to move quickly, and his Achilles snapped.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's out there for everybody. You know it is. It's out there for everybody.
This is why I approach the 7:10 All-Star Friday night the way that I do.
Yes.
Is I'm not leaving in a wheelchair.
But even playing the way you're playing, even playing
I
it
know.
cautious, it could still happen.
I know.
You might as well go out 1,000
Dude,
miles an hour.
I was reading the story about Rivera getting injured, and it said that Willie Randolph, like the inning before, it hit him a ball. I'm like, Willie Randolph is playing? Willie Randolph's 70 years old.
Hey, man, he still wants to play. Yes.
I understand. Look, when I went to the Dodger game a week or two ago, they brought out all the World Series trophies from 81, 88, 2020, and 2024. And they bought players from all those eras that surround the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing some of those guys from the 81 team, like Steve Yeager and Darryl Thomas, it was great. I don't need to see him play ball. I just
true.
want to see him wave at me.
Right.
It was like Willie Randolph is a senior citizen, and he's playing baseball.
God
like,
bless him. Wow.
Crazy.
That's too bad.
There was even a girl that I'm in kickball league a couple years ago. She tore her Achilles playing kickball. Just like
Hold on.
ran to first
Right.
base and tore her Achilles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
I'll wave. I'll
There you
like
go.
Jimmy Dugan says in League of Their Own. I was just told I have to wave my hat, right? That's what I'm doing.
People that have done it says it feels like you've been kicked.
Yeah.
And they always look behind them like, who kicked me?
I
and then they realize.
I don't want to
Yeah.
Like you said, I've heard it's not particularly painful. It's just, it's weird and then the recovery is a month.
Right.
And then you realize basically you can't use your foot.
Yes.
And you're like, oh.
Right.
All right. So what's cool is parking. You guys see
Parking?
this video over the weekend? I believe it was after Luca's one of his Euro ball games. And he had parked in this
Did you see this?
parking lot underneath the stadium. And he has a very, very nice red car. He's trying to get into it. And I believe it has like the doors that come up.
Like the gull wing doors.
Yeah. So he's trying to get in. And a car to his driver's side is so close that even with these doors that go straight up, it won't open. And so he's just sitting by, making eye contact either with the person that is recording or someone else being like, are we going to do something here? And he's on the phone, probably looking to get this car towed or moved back a little bit. Or he even knows who parked the car there.
That is
It's universal.
It's happened to all of us. You go to get your car, and the guy's parked so close, you literally can't get the door open wide enough to get in the car. What's your go?
Hey, come move this thing.
But what if you're like at a Dodger game? You have no idea who it is or where they are. You don't know when they're coming out. Like, you could be there an hour before they come back to the game.
I would open my door as best I could and kind of, shimmy slide in there and then write a nice note. Sorry about the paint job.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you got to do what you got to do. But I don't know what was Luca driving. Does anyone know?
I don't know the car.
It was a high-end hypercar. I know it's very expensive. I
Sure.
would wait too. But
Do you go in the passenger side?
That's my move.
Oh, you go. Okay,
I'm going to the other side and crawling over. Although in a car like that, who knows if you even can?
I thought he was
over.
pinned on both sides.
Yeah, maybe. I just
No, it was only
just
one
one
side. The other
side?
side is completely open.
Oh.
So he could have opened the other side. It's just like
No, that car is
he
too
is
expensive
Luca
to go
and he doesn't
crawling
have
through.
to. Yeah.
No, move this car.
In my vehicles, when it's I get in on the other side and crawl over.
Yes,
that's the only way
I've
I
had
got
to go
a shot.
through the back window.
The window,
the Suburban.
Oh,
I had to crawl through the back because of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
but
'cause
that
you can
was,
roll down the window with the key fob.
That was dealership close. The way they parked it. I mean, that
Yeah.
was like laser beam close.
Well, it's like
I
in The
have a
Wire
feeling-
when Ziggy's sealing the cars, he needs to come out the sunroof.
Right, there you go. Yes.
I have a feeling Luca didn't park where he was supposed to because I didn't look. There was no other cars around it, so it didn't look like it was necessarily a parking spot for Luca.
Okay.
But Luca could park wherever he wants.
I don't know anything about anything, as usual, but let me put this out there. Luca may have parked over the line, shall we say. You show up to that game, there's no question whose car that is, right? Luca's probably driving a vehicle that is unlike everybody else on that team, right? Don't
Yeah.
you I'm not pinning Luca Doncic into his car.
No, I mean,
I'll park around the block if I need to. I'm not pinning Luca in.
How did the story end? I assume the valet driver came and moved the other car.
All I have
and I
seen
assume the
is
car
the
that had him pinned in was also high end. That was another basketball player.
There's a 84 Toyota Camry.
Are you serious?
No, it
Oh,
wasn't. It
okay.
wasn't.
Well,
It
you
was
had me
another
for a
nice
minute.
car, and I have a feeling that car maybe was valet. Yeah. So
Oh,
that maybe
okay.
the valet has the keys. Who knows? But yeah, it's a universal feeling, and the stars
Wow.
are just like us.
Do you leave? Are you a leave a note kind of guy?
If you park too close and I dent your car going in, I am so sorry that you parked so close to me.
That I had to do this to your car?
Right.
Do you leave your number?
No, absolutely
okay.
not.
So
yeah, the guy parked
what's
next
the
to
note
you.
even
There
do?
might be a drawing on there with some sort of
At least I'm
digit
just-
extended.
Yeah, I'm so sorry you failed to park correctly. This is the damage you've done to your car.
Because of your lack of awareness and your self-involvement, I was forced to damage your car. Have a nice day.
You're a pig parker.
You know what I hate is when people think that the cars are compact cars and they are not, and they try to park in a compact spot. And it's like, no, you can't, because then I can't get into my car.
You
parking
can,
spot.
but now you're inviting,
Yeah.
The car is not a compact car,
I'm
DeMarco.
sorry. I got to get out.
If,
the
if
concert
he's there
started.
first, it just became one. Right?
If that's the only spot
But
left,
I'm going to
then I
park
got to
in
go.
clean air vehicle park.
What you got to do, by the way, go ahead. Nobody's going to care. But when you piggy that spot, take 2, not 3. Like, take the 2, like, if there's a compact,
okay,
take all of 2 of them and leave the other one to the side. Because if you try to just park on the lines both to both
So take
sides,
2
are taking it.
spots.
Take 2 instead of 3.
I
If you
I
can.
can't
even
do.
more of a, you know
Yes,
what.
the guy that parks sideways
Oh,
and
yeah.
takes up 2 spots.
kinda deserves
Yeah,
it.
you're right. You deserve every.
Okay, one
thing you
time
get.
too. I guess these people were like, I guess it does get your thing noticed. But I parked on the street and I did meter parking, but the meter had not expired. So, but I walk into my car and there's a little note there, and it looks like a ticket. And I was like, "Are you son of a?" But I didn't. And so I looked at the thing, and I was like, "Oh, free car wash." And I was like, I hate this business even more because they did a fake ticket on my card
Look at you.
to sell their free car wash.
Wow.
I would hate them.
Yeah, because as you're coming up, you see the thing under the wiper, and you're like, oh, man. And you look, I got 10 minutes left on that meter.
It better be free. Yes.
I would come in there and do your thing. Who's Hot, Who's Cold? It's brought to you by NextGen, the official heating, plumbing, AC, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or nextgenairandplumbing.com.
Before you go, Shohei's last season was what to you?
A year ago?
A year ago was what?
One of the great seasons I've ever seen with my own two eyes.
You don't think this one is better?
Might be.
I know. That's what I'm saying, right? It might be better
Yeah.
than what we just saw last year, which is unbelievable.
No one has ever hit 50 home runs as a Los Angeles Dodgers ever.
Right.
He's going to do it 2 years in a row.
And pitch. Unbelievable. Okay.
And pitch. And pitch. The Dodgers are not new. They've been around a long time. No one had ever hit 50 homers ever.
Right.
He's going to do it 2 seasons in a row. In his first, not 2 seasons over an 18-year career.
The second year he's here, he's
1
do
for
it twice.
1, 2 for 2.
And he's pitching. Unreal.
They put some numbers I saw the other day. Like his first, where he is right now.
Oh, the Babe Ruth thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Better at more wins on the mound, lower ERA, more home runs.
Well, I guess we can scratch off we've never saw Babe Ruth play. Well, I guess we are.
We are.
Yeah,
It just turns out he's Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
The Dump coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys, and our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut.
2nd and 9, Bennett in the gun, drops back, fires over the middle, it's caught, and running into the end zone for a touchdown is Cody Schrader out of the backfield.
Don't miss Shinano and DeMarco on the call this Saturday for Rams preseason game number 2 on your home of Rams football, ESPN LA.
Hey, soccer fans, want to be at the biggest match of the season? San Antonio Cardinale Wine is giving you the chance to win 2 tickets, plus flights and hotel to the final match of the season. Feel the roar of the crowd, the energy of every goal, and see who will raise the cup live and in person. Don't wait. Head to soccerdreamticket.com and enter now. That's soccerdreamticket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinale, the perfect game day wine. Enter today at soccerdreamticket.com.
Rams fans, the 2025 Rams regular season is right around the corner. Don't miss any regular season home games this year with marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $97 per game. In addition, get home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Great moment in golf history today. In 1991, a then 25-year-old John Daly, as the 9th alternate into the field, won the 1991 PGA Championship by 3 strokes. No one knew who this dude was. He was a mulleted, blonde hair, cigarette smoking guy that hit the ball 9 miles and just blitzed this tournament. Just came out of nowhere, won the whole blanking thing.
Basically, the what do you call that? The blueprint for Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Almost, right?
Quite frankly, yeah.
Yes, kind of that.
It was, he hit the ball so much further than everybody else.
Yes.
And the crazy thing about John Daly is long John Daly, and never mind all the problems that John Daly had throughout the rest of his life. He had really good hands. Like, he had this incredibly soft touch around the greens. He could putt a little bit. Like, he wasn't just a sideshow that could hit it 9 million miles. He could hit it 9 million miles and play golf.
So this is the first I heard of the Callaway Big Bertha.
Yeah.
Was because of him.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, he said this, and I don't know if this is true. He said if the PGA would allow him to drink during the tournaments, he'd never lose. I don't doubt that.
Some of the stories about John Daly's alcohol consumption are legendary.
Yes.
Legendary. There are some guys that get better the more that they drink.
Some of the best football players I ever saw in my life couldn't pass the drug test.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But, I mean, I was happy to see him show up in Happy Gilmore, too.
He's a very likable presence.
He represents that part of golf. Yes.
He has had a really hard go at different points in his life. I've met John Daly a couple of times. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
But he's tortured. You could tell.
Is he really?
Yeah. But he's fun to be around.
Nice.
He's pretty fun to be around. He got out of the limo when I was working for Rome. He got out of the limo. We were shooting an episode of Rome is Burning, the show that Jim had on ESPN.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon when the limo rolls up.
Oh, no.
The limo door opens. He's got a cigarette in one hand, a Miller Lite in another, and just like the shrapnel of Otis Spunkmeyer muffins all over the backseat of this limousine. I'm like, well, there's John Daly.
He's every man.
He did not disappoint. He lived up to it. Em, I know this one is a big one for you. In 2008, in the men's 4x100-meter freestyle relay, American and Gaucho, UC Santa Barbara legend Jason Lezak tracked down Olympic 100-meter freestyle champion Alain Bernard from France in the final leg to set the world record and win the gold medal, preserving Michael Phelps' chase for 8 gold medals. And here's what it sounded like.
The United States trying to hang on a second. They should get the silver medal. Australia is in bronze territory right now, but Lezak is closing a little bit on Bernard. Can the veteran chase him down and pull off a shocker here? Well, there's no doubt that he's tightening up. Bernard is losing some ground. Here comes Lezak. Unbelievable at the end. He's done it. The U.S. has done it. He did it. On a world record. Phelps' hopes alive.
And okay, they didn't only beat the world record, they smashed the world record. Okay, also, context. The French have been talking mad you-know-what in the press before this event. They had been running their mouths. They were going to beat the pants off of the Americans, like, you'll silly Americans. And the U.S. guys had read all this stuff, had internalized all this, and they were back by a lot. This is like, I cannot explain to you how incredible this split was from Jason Lezak.
Give me an idea. Is that like being behind by 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
It's almost incomprehensible the amount of ground he made up, because for swimming, it's similar to track. Your last person, your last leg is your fastest person. So Alain Bernard, it was competing in the individual 100-meter freestyle. He was one of the fastest people to swim the 100 freestyle in that Olympics. And Jason Lezak was not. I mean, he's very fast, but he was not Alain Bernard. Caught up to him. He had to make up almost like 3 seconds of time.
It's only 100 meters, too. It's just down and back. It's not like you have a ton of time to make up that gap. That's
And little, 8-year-old Emily was like, go, because I wanted Michael Phelps to get the all-time record.
You know what the takeaway is? When you need something done, you go get a gaucho. And Jason Lezak went in there and got it done.
I thought you were going to say you compete against France.
Or that, put the two together, we're never going to lose.
Right.
Airbnb was founded on this day in 2008 by Brian Chesky, Joe Gebbia, and Nathan Belarchik. We'll go with Belarchik.
Yeah,
it's
interesting.
Yeah.
Are you an Airbnb or hotel fan? If you had the option.
I've done both. I like the Airbnb.
You do?
Yeah, I do, because it's like being at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, hotels, you're kind of stuck with hotel food and all that stuff, but I kind of like the Airbnb.
To me, it entirely depends on how long we're going to be there.
Yes.
If we're going to be there more than 3 days, Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be there 3 days or less, hotel.
Definitely.
Yeah,
yes.
because in 3 days or less, to your point, I can eat at the hotel. I can go out to restaurants. I don't need to worry. I can deal with that. I want somebody to make up the room every day, all of that. But if we're going to stay, a little bar, a little kitchen,
yes,
a little patio time,
right.
Airbnb's pretty good.
Save a little money on eating out.
There you go. Yes.
A couple of birthdays today. The late, at this point, Hulk Hogan would be celebrating a birthday today.
Really? He would have been...
do you know? 7? I know he died at 73 or 4, so mid-70s.
I got to admit, I'm still
wrestler.
trying to reconcile. I got a lot of memories tied up with that guy, good and bad.
Yeah.
He would have been 71. 72.
Okay. It's still weird. Still weird. Yes.
Chris Hemsworth turns 42 years old today. Is he Captain America or is it another
No,
Hemsworth?
He's Thor.
He's Thor.
Yes.
Okay.
They said.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
They said his last Thor, Love and Thunder, kind of ruined the whole Marvel universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I would argue that Ant-Man Quantumania
That one
ruined
too,
the
yes.
MCU. Love and Thunder, honestly, no one remembers that one.
Right. It's just him walking around with his shirt off.
I think he's Thor. The only Thor experience I have is with Avengers and Endgame, and what was the other one? They're the two at the end.
Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War.
The last two before the
Endgame, and then
that one.
Yes.
Those are the only two. That
I think it was Infinity War than Endgame.
Yeah, those two.
It's
was
the
good.
same, but he's had Thor standalone.
Yeah.
So he's had 3 of those.
Never
and the
saw
third
any
one
of
was
those.
bad.
I did like when he was fat and out of shape. And that
funny.
was funny.
Yes.
I can feel
Yeah.
the MCU fans just turning off the dial when we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
No, they know. They know.
Yeah.
We're in a
I'm
bad
good.
place right now.
I'm good. Sorry that I got your comic book guys
What was
confused.
the other one?
My bad.
What was the one that just came out? I'm
So
sorry.
Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts just came out.
Thunderbolts should have done a lot better.
So I think
Yeah.
that right now, 5 seconds on the state of movies. I think right now, with this year's releases, we are seeing that people are craving more original content. 2 of the biggest openings have been Weapons and Sinners, which are original movies. And the Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts, which are part of our company, they didn't do as well as projected. I think now the $800 million is now the new $1 billion in terms of movie making for these superhero movies. So I think the curve has come around again, where they will still make a lot of money off of these movies, but not quite as much as they used to, and it's going to spread around to more original content.
One more for you, DeMarco, before we go to a little super crosstalk. Do you subscribe to Paramount, the streaming service?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, then you
Or
are
Tulsa
covered.
King. Yeah.
Because UFC will be moving to Paramount in 2026, a 7-year deal for $7.7 billion. The pay-per-view model is dead. All the fights will be included in your subscription.
Yay, it's about time. Good. Now we won't miss anything. It was
Yeah.
weird. It was like a pay-per-view a month.
Yeah, they had a lot of them.
A
And
lot
some
of
of them
them.
were on like the ESPN Plus. There
Yes.
were a lot of places, but you're in Paramount.
And some of them are just they're not very good. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
of them are duds. So
Yeah.
this will be good. I like Paramount. Great. Perfect.
Paramount has Landman, I believe.
Yes, it does.
All the Sheridan shows are
Yeah.
on Paramount.
Yeah, I like Landman, so I think I have Paramount. Well,
Good.
I'll watch a little UFC. A little super crosstalk coming up next.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland is next at noon after Travis and DeMarco.
My favorite one was darts because I can play that. I can play it. And I can't get hurt in darts. I don't think I can get hurt in darts.
Did they have like
Beto's in here. He's saying, yeah, you can. I could play darts. Yeah, I'll hurt my finger, Beto says. Hurt my finger.
The OGs of LA Sports Talk.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. For the first time ever, Monster Jam trucks team up with freestyle motocross bikes to deliver gravity-defying skills and thrills. See one-of-a-kind FMX bikes designed to match your favorite iconic Monster Jam trucks. Cheer on Team Gravedigger, Team El Toro logo, and more. 2 times the freestyle action, full sad family fun. Coming to Crypto.com Arena August 22nd through 24th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Lock in your seats today at MonsterJam.com.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. his parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
You don't hear a woo-woo because Mace is not here, but Ireland is at the Idaho compound. Momo will be in here in a second. How you feeling today, John?
Very good, Trav. How are you guys? How was the show?
Great. Good show today. I was thinking about you earlier today because of the car chase that we had here in L.A. last night. Did you happen to catch that?
I didn't, but when I was working in TV news, the quickest way for the sportscast to get blown out is if you had a car chase of any type.
Well, this involved a truck jacking where the suspects were in their own vehicle. They went the wrong way on the freeway. They were able to stop and remove the driver of a giant tanker truck heading the other way, got into the tanker truck, ultimately went underneath an underpass and got away. They're still on the lam.
That almost never happens. Like, I can count the amount of times on one hand that a chase did not end with the subject being apprehended. It almost never. I've seen it once or twice, but this might be the third time ever.
Yeah.
You can narrow it down. They said the guy got in the truck and just drove it right away, so obviously he knows how to drive a truck. So if I'm a detective, I'm looking for those guys. Yeah.
I wonder if I'm guessing the reason the truck stopped is they put themselves on the road in front of the truck. And
Yes. Yes, exactly right. Well, no. So the two, for lack of a better word, there are two bad guys in a pickup.
Okay.
And the tanker truck was headed at them. They were headed at each other, and they positioned themselves in front of the tanker truck, so the tanker truck had to stop. They stopped it with their own truck and then got out, chased the truck driver out, and took over the tanker truck.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if the tanker truck driver had any options. Did they have guns?
Yeah, I don't know.
Emily said they shot at cops.
Yeah.
So the reason why the chase happened was because they had shot at cops. So assuming that they probably had weapons, but the tanker truck was not the first car they tried to stop.
I say within a week they'll be caught. How about that?
They'll catch them.
They'll catch them in a week.
They'll catch them.
John?
It just made me think of your idea, John, of the endless
car chase
channel. Yeah.
Somebody came up with it. Somebody stole it from me, but it's only online. It's only an online channel.
I could watch it all day.
Yeah.
John, I have a question for you about the Lakers for a hot minute. Are we premature in saying that the best player on the Lakers is Luca Donic?
No.
We're not.
Matter of fact, the Lakers would like that to be true.
Right, would like that. But is it true based on how they played last season, LeBron and Luca? Is he that much better?
I think it will be this year. I think the team's primarily going to run through Luca. But if you go back, like a couple of days ago was the anniversary of the Olympic basketball tournament in Paris last year. And LeBron and Steph carried that team. I mean, when everybody else was falling apart, LeBron got him through the semifinal game, and then Steph got him through the final game. So LeBron he has that club in his bag to take over a game at any moment. But at his age and what the Lakers' future plans are, they would love to see Luka take the lead.
Yeah, I get that part of it. It's just like it seems like we're putting the cart ahead of the horse. Is that right, Travis?
That's right.
Yeah, because
here's the thing. They tried to do it with Anthony Davis. They tried to make it AD's team. But I'm not sure, and I see Ramona sitting down there, I'm not sure, Momo, that AD ever really wanted it. I don't think AD cared. He's a great guy and an unbelievable player, but I don't think he cared about being the man. His natural disposition would be to defer to LeBron. I don't think Luka is like that.
Yeah, I don't think either of them have a big ego about everything. I think AD was a great complimentary player. He should have a. This does not work. This headphone. I guess it's weird. AD was. I think he was a great complimentary player. He's kind of like a one AB.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good way of putting it.
Like he's good enough to be the 1A, but that's not his personality. He was like the same way Pau Gasol was. I thought he was very similar to Pau in that role. He was good enough to be the best guy, but that's not his vibe.
It's not
a
his
super
makeup.
alpha. Yeah.
He's like, for instance, when Shaq and Kobe were together.
Yeah.
Kobe was not going to sit in the co-pilot seat. He was. I'll be here for a minute, but we're not. This is not my destiny in this league. My destiny is to be the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
And not ride along with Shaq. And I think Anthony Davis and a player like Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
They're more than comfortable continuing to be the co-pilot for as long as they have the leader on the team.
Yeah. I think Luca, personality-wise, is not like that. I don't think he has this. I need to be the center of the universe, but the way he plays is. He's the sun at the center of the universe.
So the Lakers and Warriors will play on opening night after the Thunder and who is it? The Rockets are game one.
That's ring night for the Thunder.
Right. So ring night in front of Kevin Durant. That's kind of fun and interesting. But that Steph and LeBron, like you just said, John, you go back to the Olympics last year, that the two old guys, led the way in the semifinal and the gold medal match. They're still the two biggest draws in the league. They might not be the two best players anymore, but any question that they're still the two biggest names?
No, and if you look at the road attendance, the Lakers and Warriors are always near the top, if not at the top. So I don't see that change. Maybe when Wemby gets more dominant, then he'll become the number one road draw. But right now, the number one road draw is the Lakers, and I think the Warriors are number two. Just because of LeBron and Steph. I mean, they're that good.
They're still just the son and the whatever the second son would be that is as good as Ant is, as good as SGA is, as good as these other guys are. No. They just don't have the Q rating of those other two guys.
Yeah, but Wemby's coming.
Yeah.
He's still Ramona. How old is Wemby? 21. Ramona's mic's not on.
No.
There you go. We just heard you.
You're back. You're back. The headphones, your mic was at least working.
I thought the mic was working.
There you go.
All right, now you sound good.
I'm moving all around the studio because these headphones are
next to me here.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I keep moving around.
Watch out for that chair.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fell earlier.
He fell
today.
earlier.
You fell
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
air?
What are you hanging out with Mason?
John, I don't know the last time you saw me. Momo, you and I were talking about this the last time you. My back's bothering me.
Yeah.
So I'm having to sit and stand in a very deliberate way.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sit very specifically on the edge of the chair, and I missed and went right down to the floor.
All right, Trav, I'm going to give you something that's going to change your life.
Okay.
All right. You got your computer open?
I do.
All right, this is not an ad. These people do not advertise for us. All right, I want you to type in the word Hyperice, Hyperice.
All right.
And then Venom 2. Venom with like Roman numeral 2. Hyperice Venom 2. You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay.
Buy this today. The Lakers travel with 6 of these. It is a back brace that sends heat and vibration directly to your back for as long as you want. So for your drive home, for example, you throw that thing on, and when you get out of your truck, you will not be stiff.
Okay.
I get up every morning and throw that thing on for 20 minutes, and I'm loose for the rest of the day.
Okay, so I literally just cut and pasted and sent it to Susan because I don't Amazon, but Susan does, so we're good.
Right.
This will be in the Amazon part
It'll cost you $260, I think, but you'll have it.
$269 according to the ad I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, and I got it from Trudell, who has a fused back, and Trudell has been using this thing on the plane for years, and I was always jealous of him, and I said, hey, can I try that? And he gave it to me, and once I tried it, I was hooked. Well, I use it. Lisa uses it. I had one of my best friends up here in Idaho who has back issues. He used it and bought one immediately. So that's a game changer for you.
Well, so I don't know if you guys are looking at your phone, but Morales just texted all of us, and it says, Travel never spend the money for Hyperice. He squeezes the quarter till the eagle screams.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
That means that I'm a tightwad. But it's not true. Chris believes that I am.
I think I have one at home that I can bring for you.
Oh, there you go.
Even better.
There you go.
I can bring for you, and that'll help you.
Thank you, Ramona.
Because I am friends with the guy who owns the company. He's an amazing guy.
Terrific.
It was Anthony
Morales,
Katz.
I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Right.
So I got you.
Thank you.
I mean, you should support his company. I mean, he makes amazing stuff. But
by the way,
just to
DeMarco,
get
they
you
make
through, I
braces
can help you.
for any part of your body.
I was going to say, did they have one for a knee?
Shoulder, back, foot. Yeah, it's called a hyperace knee.
Let me look that up. See, now you got me going. Absolutely.
And now you put it on, and I've heard you talk about how your knees get sore after you work out or after you've been on your feet all day. You throw this thing on, you could wear it on your drive home or even when you get home and you're just hanging around the house, and you'll feel better immediately.
Well, I would be able to see it, but I broke my glasses, so I can't see it. But I trust that there. Okay. Speaking of that, did you guys see Stetson Bennett go this Saturday? What'd you think?
I now think, I know he had some personal problems, some off-the-field issues when he came out of Georgia, but to me, he looked like an ideal backup quarterback.
Yes.
I thought, DeMarco, and you can tell me if I'm jumping the gun here, but off the top of my head, if Matt Stafford couldn't go, I'm not so sure I wouldn't want Stetson Bennett ahead of Jimmy G.
No.
Wow. Wait. Well, go ahead. Tell me why. Because of the mobility?
I don't think Jimmy G has the arm strength to be a winning quarterback in the NFL. I know he already went to the Super Bowl with the Niners, but go back and watch that game. He missed wide open guys streaking. He missed Debo wide open, streaking to the goal line because he couldn't throw it 50 yards. And I think these other guys have a better arm. And I think Jimmy G at this stage is, a clipboard holder. I think Stetson Bennett. What do you? I'm guessing you guys both kind of disagreed right out of the gate.
I'm not sure.
You guys like Jimmy G.
I do. I'm not sure if Stetson can handle the offense, the entire offense. Like he's going to look good in preseason game number 1, but when you start making adjustments and all that, it might be a different Stetson. But I do like this. I wish that Matthew Stafford or Jimmy Garoppolo had that sort of mobility. To where the play's dead.
Well, so does I've heard McVay talk about this. So does McVay. He would love to have a dual threat quarterback, but Stafford's so good, you ride him until he can't go anymore.
But I think I would go with Garoppolo as my two.
How worried are we about Matt's back here? We're talking about your back. Yeah, I'm worried about his.
If everything were fine, he would be practicing.
Did I hear he got an epidural?
Yes.
He got an epidural. He was supposed to practice today and did not.
When did he get the epidural?
Last week?
No, weeks ago.
Weeks ago.
Yes.
So he's been out this whole time, like waiting for the epidural to kick in.
Kinda. So it's not nothing. It's
I know,
something, but it's not nothing.
I'm a back person. I had a back surgery. I know all the things. Okay, like he had the epidural. And is he going to get another one? Did he do anything after he got the epidural?
He just worked out on Saturday. He made all the throws, but he's not practicing today and tomorrow. Right. He's not practicing.
Because I generally think that when you get an epidural, it's really important to let it has its highest effectiveness like a week or two afterwards. So you won't notice it like right away, but it gets better and better. And then if you do all the rehab and the core work in between that, then that's pretty good. If you have an issue that's solvable and the epidural helps you get there. So this timeline sounds about right.
Yeah. What you were saying earlier, like we were talking about this, and I said, I'm worried about the first time he gets hit, right? And you said it's not the hits, it's the throws that's going to give him a problem.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the hits.
Yes.
Because the thing about, did he have sciatica or what's going on with him?
Say again? I'm sorry?
Is it like a sciatic thing? Is it like a bulging disc?
All we heard was disc and epidural.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disc and epidural is probably done.
Yes. Sciatica, you can't move.
But he can.
It depends on what level. I mean, Draymond Green had that a couple years ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's not good."
Yeah.
And he ended up coming back in a month, and he was fine.
I had that, and it ended up in a laminectomy. Like,
yeah, me too.
It's to the point of like I can't move.
But you and I are not professional athletes, and probably ours was like really bad before it got really bad.
He did fall and get right back up.
Yeah, basically like I taken out by Warren Sapp, and I popped right back up all over it again. All right, we'll give it to you guys. That's Super Crosstalk. We will see you tomorrow.
Saturday on ESPN LA, it was the preseason game number 1 as the Rams beat those Cowboys, and our very own George Shinano made his Rams play-by-play debut. 2nd and 9.